BBC Radio Devon.
Sport.
With James Vickery.
Really big afternoon across Devon for our sides today, including Plymouth Argyle, where after 13 years away, the Pilgrims are finally back in the Championship.
Ennis then into the area, onto his left foot. Ennis with the shot. It's in! Argyle score! They take the lead! They're back on top of the table! The Championship could be on its way. It's won by Finnissas, and the referee blows the final whistle. Argyle are up! 13 years out of the Championship, they are back!
Got the same feeling as last year. The sleep has got a little bit worse over the last few days, start getting that tension and that anxiety, but because the real and the adrenaline will be kicking in on Saturday, so nervous energy, but I can't wait yet, looking forward to it.
I'm Alan Seabrook at an expectant home park where the 13-year wait for Championship football is over. Huddersfield Town are the visitors this afternoon, but can the Pilgrims get their season off to a winning start? You can find out on 95.7 FM in Plymouth and West Devon and across the county on DAB Digital Radio.
Stansfield's there, he scores again! It's number 2 from Jay Stansfield. It's number 2 for Exeter City.
Devon is brown through. First shot! That's the winning goal!
Here comes Nombe now. And he scores it off the post. Possibly via a fingertip from Eisted. But that puts some clear daylight between Exeter City and Barnsley.
Obviously you want to get promoted, but this season I feel it's a really tough league. But I think we're more than capable of getting playoffs if we do the right things, believe in the manager, and try to do the basics well, not try to overcomplicate stuff and put added pressure on ourselves and just enjoy the season.
I'm Jim Dale at Adams Park, where last season Exeter City showed at times they could live with the big boys. But can they do it on a consistent basis? We may not have long to find our first clue. Wycombe Wanderers are normally there or thereabouts in the promotion shake-up, and they're first up for the Grecians this season. You can hear commentary on the whole of this match on 95.8 FM in Exeter and East Devon, and across the county on 103.4 FM and Freeview Channel 720.
Scrappy from Torquay here, but they're just 5 seconds away from promotion. All eyes now on the referee, Jack Packman.
The referee's trying to get the players as near a tunnel
And
as
there is the final
possible.
whistle. Torquay United have done their bit. They've beaten Eastbourne Borough by 2-0.
We're the ones that everybody will say is a free hit almost. If you're the favourites to win the league, and we're one of the favourites, but there's 5 or 6 others that we can mention that we know they're going to be quite strong. I think we just got to embrace the league, enjoy it. We enjoy winning games, and we've got to enjoy the journey and see where it takes us.
I'm Tom Mitchell here at the Crabble, where Torquay United start what they hope will be their only season in the National League South against a Dover side seemingly in disarray, with the goals for once anything but. Can they hit the ground running this afternoon? We'll have commentary on the whole of this match on BBC Sounds and the BBC Sport website this afternoon.
Yeah, loads to look forward today right here on BBC Radio Devon Sport.
He's been picked out. Socks down to his ankle. Picks out Stansfield. That's the hat-trick. And that's what dreams are made of.
Goodson will step forward, left-footed. He's put it in the bottom corner. And Torquay United have 4 minutes to save their season. 3-1 to Plymouth Argyle. Finn Azaz and Plymouth Argyle are heading for the League One title.
Yes, good afternoon. Welcome back to BBC Radio Devon Sport. We are here for you for yet another season and making a lot of noise about your local clubs across the county, and here on BBC Sounds and the BBC Sport website this afternoon. We will be bringing you coverage of Torquay United and their match away against Dover. Let's take you across to that game, and our colleagues at BBC Radio Kent are going to bring us coverage of this match then. Torquay United away against Dover.
Made, of course, a lot of signings over the summer. We're not going to go over all the problems. We'll just look at the side that will line up this afternoon for Dover in their white shirts, black shorts, black stockings. Quite a nice kit for the 40th anniversary of the club. So Dover will line up as follows. Well, we think they will line up as follows. My summarise in a minute is going to do a better job than I am. and trying to work out how we're going to play. Dover will line up as follows. Billy Terrell, on loan from Bournemouth, is the new number 1 at Crabble. I think we'll go 4 at the back. A few new signings if you haven't seen it overnight at Crabble. It looks like we're going to do a minute's silence as well here, are we? Don't know. Or we're going to do the toss-up. We'll go through the team first. Johnny Younger we think will be at left back. New signing former Farmer man. Charlie Naylor, Michael Olaraju, the centre halves, and Chevron McLean at right back. 4 across the midfield. Iffy Allen, James Dunn, the new captain, Joss Anawosi and Roman Charles Kirk. And up front, George Nikaj and Zidane. No, not Zinedine Zidane, but Zidane Sutherland, who's joined from Bromsgrove. On the bench for the Whites this afternoon, Luke Baptiste, Henry Young, Nick Dembele, Peter Odgerman and Roy Bello. There will be a minute's silence here at Crabble until we do it from here. An impeccable minute silence there. I didn't find out what it was for, but excellent from both sets of supporters. Well, I've run through the Dover team there. Hopefully you can remember that a minute ago. Alongside me is my summer this afternoon, Neil Moores. Good afternoon, Neil.
Afternoon, Matthew.
Right, your job is to run through that and tell us how we're going to win this game.
40 years we've been doing this, haven't we?
Yeah.
40 years, and I can't remember a season where I've gone into it with absolutely no idea of how we're going to get on. But like you say, let's be positive. It's a new season. We all know the background. We all know the details of how we got here. And we think we're going to go 4-4-2. We've got a lot of new players to look at, but we understand there's a bit of pace in the side.
Yeah, that seems to be the consensus. Mitch Brundle wanted the side to have a lot more energy, a lot more working, the hard work rate. And up against the Torquay side, which will run through their side at the moment, Torquay, for some reason, not wearing yellow, which seems bizarre because they're not much a clash of colours. They've got a sky blue, dark blue number, going 4-4-2 from there. We think it will be a 4-4-2. We'll run through the Torquay side as people change their ends. Prediction, Neil. Everybody's written Dover off 24th place. Are they going to surprise a few people?
They might. They might. Expectations are not high, but let's see. I think we'll get a point today. I think we'll get something.
Well, snow on. Dover attacking the town end first line, and that man Zidane is going to win Dover a corner in the very first seconds of the game. Again, you know a little bit since Zidane Sutherland.
I understand he's joined us from Bromsgrove Sporting.
Yeah, he lives in Birmingham apparently, but he's got to run Dover a corner, and it's going to be he's the man who's going to take it. He's Anafrosi, who's played for Colchester and Oxford United. So Dover leaving or bringing everybody back. Only one man back in the back line, which is Oyunga, who signed from Farnborough. So corner comes in for Dover. Nobody on the post for Torquay. Here comes the corner, not a good corner. Comes out now. Torquay look on the counter attack. It's my concern about Dover. They could be hit on the counter-attack against a quick side down. Collins, who's playing at right full-back, puts the ball inside. They run through their side when we can do it at the moment. They've got the ball at the moment. They've kept a lot of majority of the side that got relegated last season, playing some nice football. McGavin, former son of Steve McGavin, if you know your non-league football, clipped down the line, coming forward for offside. Offside flag goes up, and that gives me a chance to run through the Torquay side. They've got Mark Halstead in goal, Sean Donnellan, Ollie Thompson and Finley Cask in the 3 at the back. Lewis Collins and Will Jenkins Davis, the 2 wing backs. Tom Lapsley, Asa Hall, very experienced man, scored a few goals here. Brad McGavin, and up front Aaron Jarvis and Bradley Ash. Bradley Ash, of course, Neil, ripped Dover apart in the final game of last season when Weymouth won to stay up and Dover somehow stayed up.
Yeah, we've got him to look forward to again, haven't we? Going back to that corner, Matt, what a shame. First corner, first 30 seconds of the season, you can't beat the first man.
Then at the back now, Oyunga with a ponytail flips the ball overhead, looking for Nikaj. Yeah, definitely looks like a 4-4-2 formation for Dover.
Looking around the side, there's a lot of communication going on between the players, and you wonder what it must be like when you know, they just don't know each other that well, do they?
Yeah, it looks like a 4-4-2. We'll confirm that. Charlie Naylor will be one of the centre halves alongside Oluwaju as well. Big man Oluwaju. People said he reminded him a bit like Richard Orlu, that sort of player will come into the side at the moment. So he will play there. Oyunga's going to play sort of right back, and left back must be McLean. It'll be interesting to see how they move into these positions, but we do know Zidane and Nikaj are up top. James Dunn, the captain, will hold the midfield as Torquay on the attack. Quite a mistake at the back from Naylor. Can Torquay get the cross into the penalty? They've got a chance. Dover player falls over, and Torquay get a corner there. A bit of chaos at the back for Dover, Neil.
Yeah, a little bit of confusion there. Failed clearance, and Dover got lucky there, to be honest.
Corner, see if Torquay's corners are better. Comes in towards the penalty area, headed towards goal. It's a poor header as well from Asa Hall. Goes behind the goal. Decent crowd in as well, because the weather is not great here at Gravel, Neil.
No, very good crowd. I reckon we've got 4 figures here. Good following from Torquay, probably 300 plus from Torquay.
Yeah, I think they're looking... Were you surprised they got relegated last season? Of course, they were penalty kicks away of returning to the Football League under Gary Johnson. Didn't really work out for them last season. With them and Yeovil, you'd have thought they're the sides that are going to be at the top end of the table.
You think so? I wasn't surprised insofar as the decline post-Christmas was quite, it was quite remote. But I was surprised in general that they went down. I didn't see that coming. You're right. Torquay and Yeovil, they've got to be up there, haven't they?
Ball around in midfield again. Torquay, nice play inside. Nice little flick over down the left-hand side by Collins. Collins crossing towards a penalty. Decent-looking ball in. Needs to be dealt with, and it's an own goal. An own goal. The cross came in, and it's hit the new signing, Chevron McLean, and got into the back of the net. And after 4 minutes, you couldn't ask for a worse start for Dover. It's one of their own players. He's put the ball in the back of the net. It's Dover 0, Torquay 1.
I'm speechless, Matt. It was a nothing ball into the middle, wasn't it? And it should have been dealt with, and it wasn't. You can't legislate for that. The one thing we didn't want was a start like that, and that's what we've got. It's kind of consistent with the way we've.
And again, it's people will look at that and say, well, the summer they've had, that they scored an own goal after 4 minutes.
Yeah, it follows the script, doesn't it? But it was poor. And I'll tell you what you notice. You look around at the players and their heads physically drop very quickly. They've got to pick up from this.
Now Dover on the attack.
United won in the 4th minute, and the goal scorer, an own goal.
So, not the start Dover wanted. It was Collins' cross, came through. He got a bit confused, didn't he? I don't know whether he'd clear it with his head or his foot, and he sort of ballooned off his foot, and nothing Terrell could do in the goal.
In fairness, it was one of those, wasn't it? Do I head it? Do I kick it? He did neither, got into a mess, and unfortunately it went into the back of the net.
Ball over the top again. Terrell outside his...
It was a bit of a sweeper keeper, I noticed.
Yeah, long ball forward. So all the Torquay fans are happy now. And Nafa Foshi gives away a free kick. Do an update for the radio at the moment, but bad news if you're Dover, just 4 minutes gone. It's the visitors in front. What a good start for them though, of course, Neil.
Yeah, they'll be delighted, as disappointed as we are, they'll be delighted. I wonder, Matt, if it might take the pressure off a little bit.
Torquay on the attack again, down the left-hand side. Keeping the ball outside it, ball inside, that's nice feet inside the penalty. Good challenge comes in from Naylor though. Now Dover will look on the counter-attack. Nikaj, only got one man in front of him. He's going to find a poor touch from Nikaj. Then is he fouled? No, he doesn't. There's a poor touch from Nikaj there. Sutherland trying to get the pace on it. Oyunga goes in there, and that's for Wosa. Dover's comedy summers continues. It's an own goal, I'm afraid. It's Dover 0, Torquay 1. Cross came over from Collins. It's one of the new signings, Chevron McLean. He didn't know whether to clear it with his head or his foot. Sort of hit him on the back of his knee and goes into the back of the net. Dover 0, Torquay 1 after 5 minutes. Other goals in the National League, we'll keep you informed. Truro 1, Welling 0. Nice early start, nice start for Welling down there. Long way to go. And Andrew Neal for Truro got promoted as well. Good start for Exeter, Neil, as well. I know you like your lower leagues. They're 2-0 up at Wickham after 4 minutes.
Well, very good. Good day for the West Country so far.
Yeah, it is. And Western Supermare 1, Havant and Waterloo 0. It is a very much Western League this year as well.
Yeah, East-West split, isn't it? Yeah,
Yes.
some long travelling to do.
Dover have got majority of them in January, which is not particularly good, but there you go. As Terrell clicks it long, looking for Nickars. Nickars won't win the ball in the air. Then Dunn tries to win it. And then good play from Anafosi, gives it wide. Comes again to Iffy Allen. Iffy Allen loses out. And Torquay will come forward looking to get the ball in there. Now they've got men over if they can do this work. Collins again, looking to get the ball inside. Across comes Olaju. And again, as I said before, quite pacey coming forward, Torquay.
They look good, but I have to say Dover have given the ball away an awful lot in the early stages of this game, and that's a bit of a concern.
Now Dover again, now Sutherland trying to get on the ball, putting pressure on the defender. Couldn't get on the end of it. Good play from Sean Donnellan, very experienced former Brawn Wood man. Diagonal ball forward. If the guys can kill the feed in my ears, it would be handy. Comes to Naylor. Naylor on the ball. Let's put it out. That'll be a throw in for...
Charles Cook is limping a bit in front of us, Matt, here. He looks to be struggling.
Number 3, on his back. He is struggling a bit there, isn't he? Charles Cook, sign from Sutton. Crossing towards the penalty area. Terrell doesn't come for it. Goes towards the back post. It's going to be 2. Oh, it's a fantastic challenge from Naylor off his own line there. But again, it was too easy. Now Charles Cook, who was struggling, has lost the ball. Collins on the ball again for Torquay. Looking at the ball wide again. Can they get across into the penalty area? Can do. Should be whacked clear. Not convincingly. Comes out to Asa Hall. Dover on the back foot here. It's Hall again. 30 yards from goal. Is he thinking about going for goal? Spreads the ball wide nicely. Good ball as well. To McGavin down that side. Can he get a cross in? Just one step over. Good challenge comes in from McLean down that side. Fantastic challenge from Naylor.
Fantastic challenge by Naylor. Really good. Dover need to settle here.
Yeah.
There's an element of panic about everything they do at the moment.
8 minutes gone. Dover 0, Torquay 1. Keep you informed of all the other scores, and don't forget you want commentary on other games. You can do. The Gills at Stockport, Maidstone at home to Slough. Make sure you do keep your dial list turned to BBC Radio Kent 104.2, 96.7, and make sure you follow Twitter as well at BBC Kent Sport. Kent are supposed to be playing cricket today. I think they were in the One Day Cup, but I don't think there's much play likely to go on. But the rain has stopped at Crabble as Torquay's still on the ball.
I think Charles Cook's really straight. He's a bit of a passenger at the moment.
Yeah, on the bench for Dover. So they've got Baptiste, Young, Dembele. Odgerman could fit into that role if they sort of moved everybody around. And Bello, who's sort of more of an attacking midfielder. Torquay on the end. The fans have swapped ends. They're attacking the river end in this first half. Crossing towards the penalty area. Naylor again does well. Then whack clear by Anafosi up towards Sutherland. Sutherland's touch. Not doing it again. What I said last season, Neil, Dover's problem was they didn't score any goals. And now there's a big gap between the midfield and the top two up front.
There is a big gap, and you know they're hitting it long to the front too, and their first touch has got to be perfect in those situations, and it wasn't from Sutherland there. But there is a gap, and I think Torquay are exploiting that. That's where Torquay are making progress.
Wrexham's dream start to Football League hasn't started too well. They're 2-0 down at home to MK Dons. Dover clearing it away again. They need to keep getting the second ball. Torquay are definitely on it. Shot comes in. Good block from Dover again.
And there's that gap. Torquay are filling that gap every time.
Coming forward again. Now Charles Cook. Poor touch from him. Struggling there. He looks a little bit better. But again, Dover struggling to get a foothold in midfield as Krask's got the throw for Torquay. Throws the ball down the line. Flicked on by Hall. Oluwaju's in there. Is he giving away a free kick? No, he hasn't. Now Alunga's down there as well. Can he get the foot forward? No, he's fouled. Gives away a cheap free kick as well. Right by the corner flag, left-hand side. And I'm sure Torquay will throw the big men forward.
Yeah, Dover don't want to concede again, do they?
I think, again, what I would say, Dover, as you mentioned it, treating the ball a bit like a hot potato at the moment, not getting too much into it. And they need to get something up to Zidane, who has got Zidane on the back of his shirt, not his surname. Z-I-D-A-N, as in Mo Zidane.
It feels like a bit of an extension of pre-season this. I'm not sure how much we know about what we're trying to do here.
Free kick for Torquay. One man Dover wall, which is Charles Cook. Terrell's trying to get it organised, all in yellow. On the edge of the penalty area, lined up the Torquay players. Can they get a decent ball in towards the penalty area? It's a decent ball in. Again, Naylor does brilliantly to head the ball away. Now we're playing around at the back, should be a goal kick.
It's a goal kick.
Out of all the Dover players, Naylor's impressed so far.
Early impressions are not good, apart from Naylor. Naylor looks solid. A lot of people were talking about him, weren't they? The mysterious number 15 in pre-season turns out to be Charlie Naylor, and he looks really, really good. He's come over from the USA, isn't he?
Yeah,
I think business degree.
I think he's got a master's degree in business management. We'll get him helping out the club as well. Maybe they can. And also, I think he was based in sort of North Kent, so he is a Kentish lad. Up towards Nikash. Can Nikash win his header? He does win his header. Looking for Sutherland. Again, too many blue shirts there. Flick forward again. David needs to win the ball in midfield. And Iwosu does get it ball in. Into Sutherland. Is Sutherland onside? He is inside the penalty area. Flag stays down and gives a poor touch though. Allen couldn't deal with that, and Torquay will come forward again. Late challenge comes in. And again, David got into a good position there. I don't think we're going to call him Sutherland rather than Dan. Didn't really know what he was to do in that position.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think, and Gary Johnson's furious over there. I think he'd come from an offside position, but a very poor touch, I have to say, in keeping with the
poor start for Dover. Bright start that corner after 30 seconds, but since then they haven't really shown much in the final third.
They haven't. They need to settle. Like I said, they just need to settle. They need to take their time. They need to pass the ball among themselves, and they need to relax. Easier said than done, of course, for us.
It's a 4-4-2 formation, but there's not an attacking midfielder in there. Dover really nice score for Anaroso at the back there. Just managed to get on the end of it. Up to Charles Cook. Ball again. They're done in midfield. Needs to get the ball in. Now it goes to Sutherland. What can he do? Going to run at his man. Number 9 on his back slips over, and he handles the ball as he does so.
Dear.
First impressions from Zidane. What's going on here? Got to be careful. There's new rules as well, apparently. I don't know if it's in the Football League. I don't know if it's in this level. If you kick the ball away, whatever, even if it's 50 yard, you get booked for it now.
Yeah, that's happened a couple of times. I noticed some early protestations from the Torquay players to the referee along those lines.
Yeah,
but back to Sutherland there. If it's unfortunately fell, if he did spun his man there, he might have been away.
Housestead, goalkeeper, decent at this level again. A lot of games.
You're not going to miss him in that orange, are you?
In towards the penalty area. So push on done. That'll be a free kick. Asa Hall there. Now done. Quickly takes the free kick. David tried to. Yeah, of course, Gary Johnson promoted with Cheltenham into the Football League. Got Torquay out of this division a few years ago. I think again he likes using players he's worked with before.
Yeah, there was some discussion with some of the Torquay supporters before the game about whether there was any question mark over his position, and there was a debate apparently, but I just stuck with him. He knows this standard, he knows what he's doing, and there's some familiar names out there, Matt.
Yeah. Terrell again up towards Nikash. Nikash wins it in the world to Sutherland.
His head, isn't it?
Comes to Nikash again out the edge of the penalty. Good skill from Nikash. Nikash shoots just wide. Did well.
Positive. Best bit of play from Dover today. Nikash is winning his headers and he won the second ball as well. That's good. Got to build on that. Give them some confidence.
15 minutes gone. You're listening to BBC Radio Kent. Dover 0, Torquay 1. That goal, an own goal from the new signing, Chevron McLean, gave Dover a poor start. Gives Torquay a pleasing start. It's probably the best way of doing it, but that's better from Nikash. Again, on a different day, one touch that could have rolled into the bottom corner. The keeper was definitely flat-footed on that. This ball goes forward again. Flick forward into the penalty area. This is a chance for Torquay, and it's going to be a second goal for Torquay. That's in the post and cleared off the line. Oh, unlucky. Bradley Ash flicked it past the goalkeeper. It looks like it was rolling, hit the base of the post, and luckily Oyunga was there to clear it off the line. Dover could let off there.
Very, very lucky, but too easy. Far too easy for Torquay to get in behind us there.
Again, it's a flick forward. I would argue all over the place at the back. Ash, who's a good player, I have to say, did everything right. Bit of a went down in slow motion, really, wasn't it? Clipped it over the goalkeeper. To me, it was going to roll in. Hits the base of the post, and then cleared away.
Well, you could argue we're due a bit of luck, and we got a bit there. Yeah, that was a 2-0 deficit at this point. Not good, but we've had the Nikash chance, a bit of luck there. Let's build on that. But back to Nikash, one of the good things, Matthew, he got his shot away, and that was one of the complaints from last season, wasn't it? It just wasn't enough shooting.
Yeah, again, I think, you look at it, this is a tough start to the season. Dover probably couldn't have had a harder start against Torquay. If they looked last season, the back end of last season, they scored 1 goal in the final 6 games. They didn't look like scoring. If they look like scoring, they're going to maybe could be competitive at this level. As Terrell clears the ball long up towards Nikash. This overruns it this time.
We've not had a goal scorer since Ricky Miller, have we?
No, it's true. Oyunga down the line, long ball forward up towards Sutherland, who's going to do well to leap there. Comes out and it comes to Iffy Allen, who has played at this level before, and above. Comes to McLean, number 12 on his back. Delivers the ball in towards the penalty, looking for Nikash, headed away by Torquay, and this is where they're dangerous. Collins is a driving force in this position, drives forward, the former Newport man. He looks dangerous, he's the one who set up the goal, goes past one, but then Dover win the ball back. Now Charles Cook. Can Dave have a bit of pace going forward? Clip down the line, up towards Nikaj. Nice touch by Nikaj. Got 2 shirts around him though.
That's the
Needs to
first
be a bit
time
stronger.
Dover put 3 passes together, I think, and that's what they've got to do more of.
Halstead comes out of his goal. Ball forward again. Jarvis is the offside position. Does well. That's going to be a free kick, is it? If he goes down, it will be.
Yeah, it's a free kick. But again, they got in behind us again. We've got to sort that out.
Yeah. Just the movement.
It's just a long ball, isn't it?
Yeah. And people like Aaron Jarvis, former Scunthorpe man, been round the houses, scored 17 goals in the National League last season. Ball forward again. Bit of a waste from Terrell. Sutherland couldn't get on the end of it.
On the positive side, Nikaj is causing them problems up there.
Again, Jarvis does well. Nice chest. Dunn wins it back for Dover. Captain, former Southend man who was at Welling last season.
Yeah, as a captain, he's got the job to calm them down and get them passing.
Finley Crask with the ball for Torquay. Torquay look at, again, good side at this level. Nice football, nice triangles. Jarvis spreads the ball wide. Nice ball into the midfield, into McGavin. McGavin then wide, back to McGavin, 35 yards from goal. Looks to try and get some angles. Puts the ball inside. That's a decent ball. Crossing towards the penalty area. Players laying over. 2-0. Asa Hall. Great goal from the penalty spot. Hooks the ball in the back of the net. Dover ripped apart. And after 18 minutes, it's Dover 0, Torquay 2.
That was a lovely goal. Great passing amongst themselves by Torquay. A good ball into the channel. First time ball across. First time finish. 2-0 Torquay. Dover got a big mountain to climb here.
Yeah. Mitch Brundle sits down on the bench, contemplates a little bit. We knew it was going to be a tough game, but it's like a training ground for Torquay when they go forward.
Yeah, that was impressive, really impressive. The fluidity about their football is pretty impressive. And Dover again, they turn around, they look at each other. Not so many complaints this time. It was a good goal.
It's just movement off the ball, isn't it?
It's a different level. To see how Dover react to this. A terrible start.
Ball forward again from Torquay.
Now take your time.
Now, Lunga up to Charles Cook again.
I quite like the look of Alunga so far.
Yeah.
I think he looks quite a tidy player actually.
Up to Nikaj again. Nikaj gives away a free kick. Yes, he does. One of my, our good friend Tom, who's watching the game, he said Dover will lose this 5-0. You probably can't disagree with that at this moment.
You can't make the case for anything but at the moment.
Torquay could be a top.
But like you said, Matthew, there won't be many better sides than Torquay in this league, so it's an extremely unfortunate fixture schedule for Dover in the state they're in.
When they've got to go, Slough away next week. Everybody's tipping Slough to go to be 23rd, Dover to be 24th. So
yeah, it could be an important game so early on. But here we go again.
Torquay on attack.
Torquay
Defended. Goal kick. But again, the second goal is just quick movement. Winger gets around the back, fullback's watching.
There's a pattern to it, and it's one ball is getting in behind us every single time, and that's probably not playing together so much.
Other scores, trying to get some other thing. Try and get some other scores. Jack Barham, the former Maidstone man, has scored for Aldershot against Oxford. Now flicked on. Nikaj is offside. No, Sutherland is onside. Sutherland now gives it wide to Allen. Now you want people running at defenders. Allen down the left-hand side. Got McLean outside, and McLean, can he deliver a cross in? Does well to the byline. Can he get a cross in? Does really well. Crosses the ball. Oh, it flashes across the 6-yard box.
Really good from Dover. Yeah. Really good.
Comes back out again. Younger, can he get the ball into the towards the penalty? Poor delivery. That's going to give an away free kick, is it? Dover get a corner. If they get a corner, they do.
That's excellent from Iffy Allen and McLean down the left-hand side there as we look at it. Bit of pace. First time we've seen the pace there.
I'd say Dover aren't bottom of the table at the moment because Truro are 3-0 up against Welling. So there you go, every positive.
Oh dear.
Dover have got a corner. Let's make it better than the last one. Iffy Allen's going to go over and take it. Eastbourne 1, Hampton 0. Eastbourne have had a bit of investment in the summer. Here comes the corner. Going to be better. Get somebody on the end of it. Corner. It's a decent one. Header at free header as well. It's Naylor. Back 8 yards out.
Okay, that's
Couldn't
better.
keep it down. Goes over the crossbar.
That's better. All round there, Dover, good attacking position. Recycled the ball after the first clearance. Won a corner and a free header. Something to build on.
Yeah. Halstead all in orange. It's very bright orange. It's still raining out there now. It looks a little bit spitted.
It's stopped now, Matthew. I thought the game was in danger this morning.
Yeah.
Today.
Pitch does look good. It might cut up by the end of it.
Does look good. Really good.
It's Halstead. He's got a big boot forward over the halfway line. Flicked on again. Oh, he's got round the back here. Terrell's got to get there. Terrell does well to come out.
Billy
but again, just a flick on, and Dover then on the back foot.
It's just too easy to get in behind us at the moment, and that's just going to be training, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're going to work on that in training.
Terrell with a big boot forward, looking for Nickage again. Again, all the way through. Bit of a waste.
So you take the view we're not going to play out from the back this season. That was we've gone long every time.
Yeah. Oh, flicked on the ball. Oh, nice plus a foul by Dunn right on the edge of the penalty area on Lapsley.
That's a bit harsh, I thought.
And that's going to be a free kick just 30 yards out. You have a ping from here, Neil.
In these conditions, I think you've got to be looking for a low ping and a follow-up from the keeper's fumble.
23 minutes gone. Dover 0, Torquay 2. You listen to the commentary on BBC Radio Ken. Don't forget, this evening on BBC Radio Ken, it is Stereo Underground with Richard Latto. And on this week's show, alternative anthems, indie classics, plus everything in between. So that's 2 hours of pure escapism with the Ultimate Record Collection. And this week's featured artists are the Sherlocks. That's 6 till 8 on BBC Radio Kent. Richard Latto's Stereo Underground after the Sports Hub finishes. Final hour of Sports Hub is all the interviews. So you'll get your views across. We'll have a word with Mitch Brundle and all the main protagonists throughout the afternoon. We'll be on it. Free kick for Torquay that Jenkins Davis, 30 yards out, has got lined up. I think he fancies this one. Jenkins Davis does it. The wall does its job. Comes back out to Jenkins Davis again and spreads the ball wide. But Davis should deal with this. With Olusi, what can he do with it? Tries to take past his man. Does well. Now drive forward in midfield. What can he do with it? Puts it up to Sutherland. Nice touch from Sutherland.
That's
by
good.
the dugout. Keeps the ball up. Crotch comes in, but that's good from Olusi.
Good from Dover. Good from Dover. Dealt with a free kick. Cleared. Pacey. Looked like they were going to go on the counter to attack themselves. But they'll settle, Matt. They've got to settle.
Yeah. Plays that goal, that own goal after 4 minutes. A real, hammer blow for Dover. Nickars trying to turn his man. Challenge his man as well. Goes off for a goal kick.
It's not a great start from Dover, right? In keeping with the pre-season we have. But it's important that they build on this game and try and take something out of it. It's a long, long season.
I think we're going to do a radio update in a moment. Got the feed in my ears. It's Gillingham 0, Stockport 0, or Stockport 0, Gillingham 0. If you do want commentary of that, you can find that on DAB as well as 104.2, 96.7.
I don't know if I'm getting old, but it seems like an incredibly young officiating team.
Yeah. Well, we haven't mentioned the referee today. It is, you don't get where they come from, but it's Charles Martland, and with assistants Chris Britton and Jonathan Wilkes. So we are getting old, I think, Neil. That's the thing. 40 years of Dover Athletic.
Yeah.
Come forward. Again, it's
that's harsh.
Free kick given away. Another chance for Torquay with the set pieces. How long gone, Neil?
25 minutes in, Matt.
Yeah.
What's your view on the season, Matt? Where do you think we'll end up?
We go. Yeah, it's gone to the visitors' Ben. It's Dover 0, Torquay 2 again. Easy goal for Torquay. Got round the back. Cross came in, and Asa Hall, who seems to score all the time at Gravel. Nice finish from the penalty spot. Drove it into the corner of the net. It's just too easy for Torquay to get round the Dover back line, and they are causing problems. Dover 0, Torquay 2, 26 gone. Ball bouncing around the penalty area as well.
Were you surprised to see that Nick Dembele wasn't starting today?
Well, as we said about that, with Sutherland, as Nickars gives away a free kick. Dembele's been there all pre-season. Sutherland I think, played against Deal, and he's done well to get straight into the lineup. And you'd have thought Dembele, who's could have been given an opportunity, as Allen goes in with a tackle against Hall. That'll be a throw to Torquay. Yeah, it does seem that Mitch Brundle's brought these 3 new players in pretty quickly. Ball in towards the back post. Good header away by now Dover will come forward. Charles Cook, can he bring forward? That's a bit of pace running forward with the ball. Charles Cook gives it now to Frusi. Back to Ayunga, the right fullback, to Charles Cook. Charles Cook looking to get past his man. He's done well down the right hand side. Can he drive forward? Former Sutton man falls over. Does he win a free kick? No, he doesn't. That will be a goal kick.
How are we pronouncing it? Afinfowosi.
Afinfowosi.
He looks like he could play a bit.
Yeah.
Been quite impressed with him in the last 10 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Calm presence on the ball, which we need.
I think you just need that drive. Torquay have got that with Collins down this side. He's driving with the ball, getting the ball forward as quickly as you can.
There's an urgency about Torquay that we don't have yet.
That's right. As I say, Torquay will be one of the sides. If they don't be in the top in the playoffs, it will be a major shock. People tipping them to win the league, so there's definite opportunity for them. Up towards Charles Cook. He needs to be a bit quicker in those positions. Now McLean clips it forward.
He's gone into the middle a bit more, isn't he, Charles Cook? He was playing very wide at the start of the game. He's drifted into the middle, almost like a support striker.
Chippenham 1, Averley 0. Averley, another side, tipped to struggle down at the wrong end of the season. Notts County started their season. Both sides promoted from the National League into the Football League. Both 2-0 down.
Both favourites, weren't they?
Yeah, I think they're both. Yeah, so Sutton and these things. Now, chance at that. Olajaju at the back for Dover. Clears the ball upfield. Looking for Charles, as you mentioned, has gone quite central. Might leave a little space down here for Collins to run into. Mafasu comes in. Now, referee saying that not happy with the challenge. Now ball over the top towards Sutherland. You really want that up towards Nikaj. Dover pushing the ball back, and it will go back to Halstead, and Halstead should deal with that. Not the most convincing of clearance. Comes to Dunn. Now gives it to Oyunga. 25 on his back. Former Farnborough and Eastleigh man. Now he drives forward in that position. That's a good run. Gets the ball inside. Wushi gets there. Good challenge, but can't get on it. Now it comes to Dunn. Now Dover got a chance there. What can they do with it? Clips the ball forward. It's a decent looking ball. Comes back out again. Sutherland's in there. But again, came back out to Oyunga, and he probably had more time there to control it. Flicks the ball on, looking for Sutherland, and it goes through to the goalkeeper.
Bit more promising, Matt. Bit of drive, bit of determination there.
Going to see more again from Iffy Allen down the left-hand side.
Yeah.
Did well with McLean getting it forward, but maybe use the width a little bit more, Dover. But again, I don't think it's working up front.
No, I've seen nothing whatsoever so far of Sutherland.
Yeah. Wearing number 9 on his back. Now brought forward. Now we see Sutherland. Again, he's got 2 big men around him, and it's calm at the back from Donnellan. Again, I think pace is his strength, so you want the ball in behind him.
We haven't had the opportunity to test them on the ground, have we?
Again, our friend Neil has not been impressed. He's watched it high above from Sutherland, but I don't think he's a target man. He's not the tallest in the world, so
if we've got pace up front, we've got to get in on what Torquay are doing to us, right? We've got to do to them. We've got to turn them round and play it in the channels.
Collins coming forward. He looks dangerous. Lays the ball forward. That's going to be offside from Lapsley. Yes, he is. Yeah. The midfielder.
Yeah, Torquay are doing what I'd like to see us do more of.
30 minutes gone on BBC Radio Kent. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget, every week for all our National League sides, of course, Ebbsfleet, they're playing against Rochdale this evening. There will be commentary of that as well after the 5:30. But all our National League sides, you will get commentary, particularly of all their home games. So please make sure you listen to the Sports Hub 2 till 6 every Saturday. Hopefully the weather will get improved better there as McLean stands on the ball, does well to get out of it. Still on it, McLean.
What I don't see, Matt, is any kind of energy from the bench and the captain. I don't see the kind of, the spirit first game
nice
of the
play.
season and all that.
McLean, the man who scored the own goal, gave Torquay the lead. Looking to get Allen in. Still McLean. He's all left foot. Gives it to Allen. See if Allen can go past his man. Gets a cross in towards the penalty area. Blocked off by Torquay man Hall, the man who got the second goal, and cleared upfield. There's plenty of endeavour for Dover, but I think Torquay have got better footballers.
We've seen a lot of that over the last couple of years, haven't we? Nobody has questioned Dover's endeavour. It's just that quality, the end product. But let's see. We could do more to help ourselves by you know, putting the foot on the ball, keeping it on the floor a bit more, zipping it around a bit quicker. But that will come, you hope.
True row 3, Welling 1 now. Welling have got one back. Cameron Green, their recent signing from a Wrexham man. He's got his goal for
the league now.
Well, I'm not looking at the league table just yet. Now Charles Cook had time there. Somebody had to give him a shout to control the ball as Torquay will go forward again with Finley Crass. Crass looking for the ball, getting inside. Well, Arju should be able to see that out. He's got a shove in the back, and that's
he's done
just
well
let
there.
him know where he was. Not the quickest, I would say, over the ground. Well, Arju defensively in the air.
He's been a bit eager to run jump in front of his man. I think he needs to just stand off a little bit because he does lack pace.
Yeah. Big tall man. I think he needs a bigger pair of shorts there, to be fair. But that's a different
in the long list of complaints, Matthew, that's not one I'm worried about.
But there you go. It's Terrell clears the ball upfield, looking for Nickars. Nickars did win a few headers early doors, hasn't it, at the moment? Jarvis now for Torquay. Lapsley puts the ball over the top. Collins is there, but Terrell, who you mentioned, is a sweeper keeper.
Yeah, he's
always off his line.
He's always off his line. His always starting position is around the edge of the 18-yard box. So let's see what that takes us.
Carries on the tradition of goalkeepers with these short sleeve shirts as well.
He's gone
upfield
long.
in, looking for Nickars again. Doesn't dealt with. Now Dover got it with Dunn. Dunn to Nickars. Nickars got some time and space. Gives a good ball wide to Allen. Now Allen. Can he get a cross in? Level the edge of the penalty, left hand side. Goes past his man. Does well. Can he lay the ball back towards the penalty? It can. Just a lack of bit of quality.
A left foot there.
Yeah.
He's all right foot.
Did well on that side. Now Dover got it back with Dunn. Dunn now gives it again to
this is good from Dover.
Allen. Get the ball in the box. So it's McLean. McLean has done well down that left-hand side. He wins Dover a corner. Yes, he does.
He does. That's good from Dover.
He looks decent coming forward.
Possession.
Yeah, McLean. It's Dover's third corner of the afternoon.
And that's what you want to see, right? After a terrible start, you want to see Dover play their game, play it their way, stay in the game.
And again, Mitch Brundle said as well, set pieces going to be crucial over the season. Can't remember last too many times that Dover scored from a set piece.
We had an awful record from corners last season, didn't we?
Allen's going to take this one. As you mentioned, he's playing down the left.
And he's
got
all
a
right
foot. Yeah, he tried to sort of little step over with that cross. So here comes the corner towards the penalty spot. Ball buzz in! Oh, where that came from. It's an acrobatic effort. Was that? It was Nickars, I think.
I think
it was.
It
towards goal.
It over his head.
And it just goes inches wide of the post. One of the Torquay players is down. Oh no, he doesn't. He's not needed. No, he is needed. Some of the Torquay players are saying no. I think this is a new thing. I think you've got to take him off the pitch to.
I see. That would explain why the.
I think you've got to take him off the pitch to have his treatment.
The Torquay players
I thought
furiously disagreeing with each other whether the coach should come on or not.
If it's a head injury, you can. Well, this is the Football League.
I noticed 9 minutes of injury time with Sheffield Wednesday.
This is it.
So what happens now?
If he want to be treated, he's got to be treated off the pitch.
I see.
So you can't treat him off. So they will be. And I think that's the reason the players say no. We don't want him coming on. And I think he's got to wait a certain amount of time before he can come back on.
Well, in that case, and I think you're right, Matt. In that case, half the Torquay team have done their homework on the new rules and half hadn't.
So, right, you do the timing now. How long does it wait before he's allowed back on? If he's got to be, so he's got to go. He's got to be treated off the pitch,
right?
And he's not allowed on until I think he's stopping time wasting. Basically, is he allowed back on? No. Yes, he is now. So there you go.
So it was a good few
now
seconds.
chance, Sutherland. And ball to Sutherland running through on goal. Sutherland, what can he do with Davis? Still on the ball. Sutherland, can he get a shot off? He does shoot! Oh, good save.
Fantastic save.
He's got to go. Oh, it's to crossbar. Good play from Sutherland. Caught Torquay out. Got that under his feet.
There's
30 yards out. Goalie's tipped it onto the crossbar. Corner for Dover.
There's lots to unpack there, Matt. That was a fantastic shot on goal. Fantastic
but
save.
That's what you want.
And exploited the space where the defender hadn't come back onto the pitch.
But again, he showed he was quick there. They were running back towards their own goal. He couldn't keep up with him.
That was promising. It's a really good crack on goal as well. Great save.
Yeah. Corner again for Dover. Allen with it again. Deeper one. Players falling all over inside the penalty area. Comes to Dunn on the edge of the penalty. Could have gone for a shot. Does well to recycle it back to Allen. Allen right foot. He's offside.
Offside. That's poor.
Ball ends up wide of the post.
But that
do Dover deserve? Well, we've got 9 minutes to go before half time. Do Dover deserve to be 2-0 down?
I think so.
Yeah.
But there's a second half to come. There's a bit of promise there, and if we can pull this back to 2-1, get it to 2-2, who knows? Because in the last
Dover player down injured now. Is that Allen? Now going for some drinks, which is a little bit with 9 minutes before you think they'll have at half time. Also, substitution, is it? Oh, it looks like a substitution. Who's that down over there? Can't see who it is.
It's a Dover player.
Is it Iffy Allen? Iffy Allen, I think he was injured in pre-season. Now, who would they bring on for him? Probably, well, you could bring Dembele on.
You could bring Dembele on.
and really go three up top.
For it. Why not?
That will be interesting. Or Bello again, an attacking midfielder. Is it? He doesn't. Yeah.
George Wilkinson not involved.
Not involved today.
What's that? Do we know?
Or Kayani, who's from Slough, who's a bit pacey down the left.
I was looking forward to seeing Kayani, I must say.
Is he going off it? Is this going to be a substitution from Allen? He is hobbling away. He's got his boot, something in his shin pad in his hand, or a water bottle.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's going to continue, does he? But going back to your point, Matt, yeah, we do deserve to be 2-0 down, but last 10-15 minutes, you could argue Dover have been on top, and that's what we need to do.
Here's a substitution. Who's coming on? Is that Dembele? Until he turns around, we won't be able to see. No, he's doing his stretches, which is good to see, but he needs to turn his shirt around so we can see his shirt. Still getting used to these new Dover signings. There's been plenty of them. My spreadsheet's been going crazy trying to work out all these signings. And it's going to be
Offers coming, Iffy Allen, number 11.
Offio Bello coming on.
What do we know about
Carl Shulton?
Carl Shulton, what do we know about him?
Not a lot. Nice bloke, apparently. Very nice bloke. Takes more of an assist merchant rather than a goal scorer.
We say it quite flippantly, and this season has been more pronounced than others. But it tends to be the thing at the lower levels of non-league football, doesn't it? A new side every season, 1 year contracts. It's not unusual.
What I will say is, I don't know how many of these squad are not on contract. So if Mitch Brundle can say, right, thanks very much, you've worked for a while, I'm going to get you, because if he hasn't done that, that will be a concern because the budget will soon run out.
And you do feel this is not the finished product?
No, yeah, exactly. We were discussing it beforehand.
Into pre-season almost.
How many of these players, as Nikas tries to win the ball in the air, would maybe be in the side at Christmas?
Yeah, it's a good point. And then, of course, you're going to look to the loan market soon.
Clash of heads. Well, what I am surprised at is a clash of heads. Nikas, I think the players are allowed now to be treated on the pitch if it's a head injury. So neither of these will need to go off. It's Nikas, I think it's Lapsley who's the Torquay man down. That gives a little bit thick. Yeah. How many of these? We don't know how many of these are on a contract.
We don't. And you imagine that the kind of ins and outs are going to continue well into the season, don't you?
Well, I'm surprised. Dover have got one loanee in Terrell from Bournemouth. There's no other loanees. And at this level, the lack of budget that Dover probably have, you would have thought, let's make the most of the loan market.
And that may come, of course, because Football League sides are going to start the season today, of course. But, a few games in, people are going to get impatient and not getting in the Football League, and they're going to come look to go out on loan, and maybe Mitch Brundle apparently does have contacts.
Yeah. So, you'd have thought...
Which he's going to need.
Yeah. So it's Dover 0, Torquay 2, BBC Radio Kent. That's my stopwatch finish. No, 40 minutes gone, 5 minutes before half-time. Torquay have, went in front on 4 minutes. Lone goal from Chevron McLean. Up to that point, he's had a good game, I think, McLean.
Yeah, and I don't think we can be too harsh on Dover here because, I asked for a bit of calm and passing around, and that's come.
It's Torquay coming forward now. Jarvis. Dover don't want to do is concede another goal before half-time. It's Bello should win a free kick for Dover. Yes, he does. Dover trying to move it.
Well played.
And that's better from, well, I argue, who just didn't sort of, waited and made the challenge against Jarvis, who is a big striker. And Dover, good point, Neil, you've made. Dover have not been rolling the ball out at all.
No,
and so straight away the keeper's come to the halfway line here, and he's going to launch this ball inside the penalty area to see what Dover can feed off. So they've got some big men in the team. And Terrell does click this long diagonally towards Charles Cook, who's probably not the tallest man, but there you go. Comes wide, comes back out again. Farsi does well, control, looks to go for goal, delivers it towards the back post, it's a decent ball, Bello with header, Nikas with a chance, shot comes in, hits the post, and in, Nikas has scored, got Dover back into the game, he's George Nikas with the first goal for Dover this season, ball came to him, smacks against the post, and in the back of the net, Dover 1, Torquay 2, 41 on the clock.
Well, we deserve that, Matt, we've been getting back into the game, the energy's been there, we really deserve that, and it's fabulous to see the players are happy, obviously celebrating amongst themselves, and now it's Torquay's heads are down, the shouting, the moaning.
I have to say that
build on this.
You know my rules. Chris Kinnear, footballing god, long ball in the box causes absolute chaos.
We all know Chris Kinnear's philosophy, right? You get it from back to front as quick as possible and then play your football, and that's what we've done there. It's given the fans a lift, it's given everyone a lift, it's given me and you a lift.
Well, hopefully it's given the listeners out there on BBC Radio Kent a lift as well. It's Dover 1, Torquay 2.
And now, Billy Terrell does look like he's got a kick on him, which is a good thing.
Now, Dover don't want to concede just before half-time now, do they?
They don't. You know what? Even that was agonising, wasn't it? It was off both posts. Didn't want to
and
go
in the back
did
of the
it?
net. But at least
Didn't
we've seen it. And what we said, going into the game, this is going to be a tough game. So-called experts out there, majority going to get it right. Dover expected to finish 24th, Torquay first. If we look like scoring and look dangerous in positions, we may have a chance at this level.
And we do look like scoring. We have looked like scoring, right?
Yeah, we've grown into the game. It's Torquay again with Collins. They don't want to concede before half-time.
We're going to concede a few, but
and the supporters are behind it now in those positions as well. Again, Endeavour's there. The fans have got to realise that back's against the wall as well.
And I think they do. To be fair, I think Dover fans have been quite accommodating with this. It would be easy, wouldn't it, to just complain?
Otherwise, you're up towards Sutherland heading away. That could hit us in the box.
Are we?
Just bounces before. So we've got a few minutes. Again, I don't know. I keep saying about these new changes. Does the timing rules also come in this level? Do these referees know it as well? I presume it's from top to bottom, these changes of...
You would think so. We'll
soon find out,
won't we?
If they put 15 minutes up on the board, as Younger throws the ball down the line, headed away by a Torquay man. And Frosey nearly wins it in midfield. Now ball over the top.
I like him. I think he's got energy.
More mistakes at the back, is it? Oh, Terrell does well. Him and Naylor clear the ball upfield. Looking to Nikaj. Nikaj trying to flick the ball on. They will chase it down against Krask, who's blowing a little bit.
You know what? Nikaj is causing problems at the back there, and even the headers he's not winning, he's causing enough confusion at the back there to make.
2 minutes before half time. Dover 1, Torquay 2. Dover with the throw. Got a Torquay player goes down. So again, this time it's Brett McGavin. You remember Steve McGavin? What club does his dad play?
Colchester.
Good knowledge, Neil Moores.
Remember Steve McGavin? Yeah. There's some debate, isn't there, about Nikaj? He's been able to do it at a level below.
Didn't look like scoring last
season, but we're sticking with him.
Well, he had a couple of chances again. Left foot. Yeah. Good. That was a tidy finish from the edge of the penalty area.
I mean, all in all, he's had a good game.
Yeah.
He scored a goal. He's caused problems.
JJ Hooper. He's scored for Blythe Spartans. Another linked with Dover back in the day. Dover got a throw. Have they got a long throw merchant now? This is the interesting point.
You love a long
throw. I do.
Is
Ayunga. Is he going to throw the ball long? No, he isn't. Oh, well, semi-long.
Medium.
Ball bouncing around the penalty area. Oh, and he went all the way through to the goalkeeper. There's about 4 players there who did air kicks.
Far more chaos from such an innocuous throw.
And we've got it into Housestead. So we're going to see the board in a minute. On the old school, that's 2, I reckon. New school, what do you reckon?
Well, I'm going for 4.
It's Torquay on attack. Dover don't want to concede, as I keep
No,
saying.
we don't want to concede now. We're on top. We're on top in my view.
From there. And Mitch Brundle, he's got his piece of paper there. He's a bit more animated now.
We needed that goal.
Where's 5 minutes come from?
There you go. That's answered your question, Matthew, much to your disgust.
I've got no idea where that's come from.
We've had a drinks break. We've had an injury.
Yeah. Maybe it's true, yeah. That is the new thing. Expect a lot. Again, I'm old school. When you read the teletext, expect when you go home, when you look at the results
read the teletext, you are old school.
You'll see it. It'll be 90 plus 8. It'll be a lot of goals.
Yeah.
If you do a lot of.
Didn't Southampton get one?
Yeah, I think what you will find, a lot of goals that will be classed as injury time winners.
But we had this post World Cup, didn't we?
Yeah,
we went there for about a week.
And then it all went back to
normal.
So 5 minutes here. Yeah, there will be somewhere when if you do read the teletext, it will say 90 plus 12 or higher than that. You'll know it's gone into a lot of stoppage time. Now, our mate Billy Terrell couldn't do anything about the goals. Hasn't had a shot to save since then.
No, he hasn't.
Up forward, up towards Nikaz. Nikaz does well, flicks the ball onto Sutherland.
Nikaz.
Sutherland, good ball as well.
That's
now Bello. What can we see with Bello? Bello down the left-hand side, the substitute, lays the ball back to McLean. McLean into Dunn. Dunn's got space. Dunn can drive forward in midfield. Dunn does shoot. Shoots wide.
That's good.
Better
from
Dover. Yeah.
Passing, driving, shot on goal.
Yeah.
It's Dover on top.
Yeah. Last 15 minutes have been good from Dover.
Ironically, half-time's coming at a good time for Torquay.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They need to regroup.
And also they said in this, again, reading up, if you've got a ground that had electronic scoreboards, Dover don't anymore. They've disappeared, by the way, over the summer. If you go at
Anyone knows where the scoreboards are?
If they have disappeared, it will, normally when you go to grounds, after 90, it sort of stops at 45 or 90, but it will run on now as well.
Oh, really?
Ball forward again. Now, Terrell looking for Charles Cook playing further upfield. Charles Cook, something's going on. A couple of Torquay players are down. I don't know what's going on there. Number 9 is...
Whatever's happened, the ref has missed it.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't seen any of that. It's one of the Torquay players holding his...
The Torquay players are urging
number 11,
the referee to go.
Brad Ash. And it's going to be Oluwaju who's going to have a talking to. Is Brad Ash saying he's been elbowed?
It does look like that, and the Torquay players are just gesticulating.
Well, I take it the linesman haven't got a clue, have they?
The linesman's kind of...
Where is the linesman?
He's right in front of the Torquay bench trying to keep himself a low profile.
Gary Johnson's in his ear. Right, you two. We haven't mentioned much to Mr. Martland. What's he saying? Right, just get on with it, you two.
It's clear he hasn't no idea what's going on, has he?
And there's Jarvis having a word with it. Again,
the debate continues among the players.
He's an absolute unit at the back there. So we'll see. David got a throw. So this means it's added on, so it could be more than 5 now.
Brad Ash is quite animated about all this.
He's not happy. There's the sun coming out as well here. Foot forward. Ash again. You know he's in a game, and Ash and Oluwaju just having a quiet word with each other.
They need to watch themselves there.
Yeah. David, we've got very large font on their names this year.
Hopefully,
yeah, from my eyes. And it's going to be goal kick for Torquay. So we've had 3 minutes of the stoppage time. Don't forget, over the break, you'll get all the scores from Ryan in the studio of all the other games. I don't think there's been goals in any other games. I haven't really seen it too much. There could have been, but it's been quite an engrossing game in here, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a good game. I've enjoyed it, Matt. I mean, a poor start from Dover, obviously, from Dover's perspective, but overall, it's been an enjoyable watch.
Yeah. As Hall clips one down the line. Oluwaju at the back. Thinks he's Beckenbauer, needs to get rid of the ball, does quite well. Oyunga, ball forward now up to Sutherland. Sutherland, thinks he's offside. I think that might see that quite a bit this season.
Yeah.
Sutherland.
But you're right there at the back, they need to clear their lines a little bit quicker than that.
Half time in the National League. Western-super-Mare 1, Havant and Waterlooville 0. Havant and Waterlooville, of course, one of these sides constantly spending money but never can get out of this division.
Of course.
We're definitely not bottom of the league. It's Truro 5, Welling 1.
We didn't see that coming, did we?
No. So if you're a Welling fan and you've travelled all the way to Truro and you're 5-1 down at half time, that's a little bit of a concern.
There's a flying elbow
there from Jarvis, on our mate
Oluwaju, who of course had the running spat with Bradley Ash. So there's some.
But we'll keep an eye on that one.
Yeah, something to keep an eye on.
Torquay with a throw. Up to Jarvis again. Free kick given away.
Cheap free kick for Dover there.
We've had our 5. Dover, see, you mentioned Dover didn't want half time.
No, and there's and right now there's clearly 30 seconds or so left, and there's some urgency about Dover. They know they're on top here.
And I think the Crabble faithful will give them a good cheer off at half time.
I think so.
Terrell is going to clear this long. And there is half time. Dover Athletic 1, Torquay United 2. Tail of the tape, own goal after 4 minutes. Chevron McLean, who's had a good game after that. Got his feet and his head in all in the wrong position. And it looped over Billy Terrell. Then it was 18 minutes, Asa Hall. Good move by Torquay. Swept in by him from the edge of the penalty area. Dover then came into it. Zidane Sutherland hit the crossbar from a shot outside the penalty area. With a reward again on 34 minutes when George Nickage got his goal. Good move down the left-hand side and a sweeping finish. Your views of the first half, Neil Moores?
Yeah, after a disastrous start, which we really didn't need and didn't want, I think Dover have grown into the game very well. There's a couple of players that have stood out for me. Afin Owusu has looked a calming influence in midfield. I think up top we've got Nickage is winning his head as he's causing chaos. At the back, Naylor looks like he's a good presence there. So I think there's something to build on, Matt, and I'm really quite looking forward to the second half. And I hope that Dover continue on the front foot as they are now.
Well, we don't hope so here on BBC Radio Devon, but those are the thoughts of our colleagues at BBC Radio Kent that are bringing us coverage of Torquay United away against Dover this afternoon. Circumstances beyond our control here at BBC Radio Devon, I'm afraid, mean that we are sharing with our colleagues and friends at BBC Radio Kent this afternoon for coverage of Torquay away against Dover. So far, so good then for the Gulls today, who are leading by 2-1. Chevron McCune with an own goal, giving Torquay the lead. Asa Hall making it 2-0 to the Gulls. And in between those 2 goals for Torquay, they actually hit the post as well. But Dover have come back into it. They say 2-0 is a dangerous lead. We know all about that. So we'll have coverage for you of Torquay away against Dover. Second half coverage to come here on BBC Sounds and the BBC Devon Sport website as well. Torquay United are 2-1 up. Let's find out more about it now from Tom Mitchell.
Half time here at the Crabble. It's Dover 1, Torquay 2. Torquay got their season off to the perfect start. Lewis Collins putting a low cross on the left hand side, which has turned into his own net from Chevron McLean. Torquay could have doubled their advantage. 17 minutes gone. Ash was put through on goal, dinked it over the Dover goalkeeper, end up hitting the post. But Torquay did score a second a couple minutes later, just behind the 20-minute mark. Lovely play down the right hand side. It was a low cross from Will Jenkins-Davis, which found Asa Hall to slot him, the instepper's right foot, into the bottom corner. Dover did get back into this game. Sutherland, 37 minutes in, had a shot tipped over the bar from Mark Coulstead, and Sutherland 5 minutes later did manage to find the back of net. Cross from the left hand side. Sutherland unmarked in the penalty area, but has certainly not pleased Gary Johnson when Sutherland unmarked came in, slotted in with his left foot off the instep of the post to pull him back for Dover. Half time at the Crabble, it's Dover 1, Torquay 2.
Here on BBC Sounds and also the BBC Sport website, we can go back to Kent for coverage of Torquay United away against Dover at the Crabble. It's our colleagues at BBC Radio Kent.
So Torquay starting the second half brightly, but Oluwaju's in there. Ball in towards penalty. Terrell should claim that, which he does, the young keeper. We'll run through the Dover side. Billy Terrell in goal. Johnny Junga and Chevron McLean, the 2 fullbacks. Charlie Naylor and Michael Oluwaju, the 2 centre halves. We've got the substitute Bello came on for Ife Allen, James Dunn, Josh Elivosu and Roman Charles Cook, and up front Zidane Sutherland and George Nickage. The remaining subs for Dover: Luke Baptiste, Henry Young, Peter Dembele and Peter Odgerman. Dover on the attack. Sutherland outside the penalty area, does well, gives it wide. Now Charts coming forward. McLean got Chevron on the back of his shirt. Still McLean, probably should have delivered it a little bit further. Gets the ball into Bello. Bello showing nice feet. Bello gets across in towards penalty. Decent looking ball in. Keeper's flapping at it. Does well in the end, the keeper. Good looking cross, but he was definitely back footed there, the keeper.
Yeah, that was a really good bit of work there by Bello down the line. A good cross in, and the keeper was flapping at that one. Got lucky actually. But a good start from Dover.
Right, now coming forward. Now Torquay again inside the penalty. Comes off a Torquay, Dover throw.
Yeah, that's been good from Dover. A good start in the second half. We need to keep the pressure on Torquay because, as we were discussing at half-time, it's easy to forget that they're the full-time outfit. They're the favourites. So Dover are holding their own here.
Yeah, again, Bello. Again, it was a nice... I think, again, like any centre-halves, Neil, if you can get the centre-half looking towards his own goal, with the pace Dover have got forward, it's going to cause problems.
Yes, that area of corridor of uncertainty, as they say in cricket, isn't it? Which was where the Dover own goal came from, of course.
Yeah. Nickage challenges going in there.
He's working hard today, Nickage.
Ball forward again. And also, the big centre half does well.
Well played.
Gives it wide. Now Dover, Bello. Small man, but he's got tricky feet, looking to go past his man. What's he going to do? Cuts inside. Still got the ball, Bello. Then gives it to McLean. McLean, can he get across in? Doesn't. Jarvis helping out at the back.
You're looking Dover are playing in pairs, aren't they? The fullbacks.
Crossing towards it. Nice touch from Sutherland. It's out of the penalty. Can he get across it? Gives it to Bello. Bello shoots. Good save off the crossbar. Saved by the goalkeeper onto the crossbar.
This is really promising. Really promising from Dover. This is everything we called for. The energy, the passion, and the fans are buying into it. The fans are in good voice.
So 51 minutes. Bello hits the crossbar for Dover. Corner for Dover now.
We don't know who's taking it. A bit of a debate. If Allen's off the field, lads.
And if Rossi, Dover's last season.
As the referee stops play.
What's going on inside the penalty area?
None of the players seem concerned.
Did the keeper get lucky? Well, he did get a bit lucky. That could have gone the roof of the net.
He could have fumbled that into his own net very easily.
And Eroso with the corner for Dover. No signal. Delivers it. Deep one as well. Headed away by Torquay. Again, seems to rise up. Might go for another throw for Dover. Good challenge comes in. I think he's going to be a bit of a fan's favourite, I'll argue.
There's a Richard Orler about him,
exactly. Again, he's going to fall over the ball many times, but I think he's going to 100% effort.
The Richard Orler, and those of you who can remember back in the day, Bert Davis.
He's
going to go down that road.
Yeah. Dover fans getting behind the same. Dover 1, Torquay 2 on BBC Radio Kent. Don't forget, Richard Latto. Coming forward. Now Torquay coming forward. Ball into the centre. Needs to be dealt with by Naylor, which it is. Cleared away.
Of sorts. I've been impressed with Dover. Last 20 minutes of the first half and the first 5 of this.
Again, it'd be interesting as well. Torquay full time. What is their what's Dover's fitness like? What's Torquay's?
It's a good point. As the game goes on, it's going to become a heavy pitch.
Torquay with a long throw. And we're giving their side out. We'll give that in a minute as well. Once we have a break in play. Thanks for joining us here on BBC Radio Kent. Is that corner for Torquay? It's only the second of the afternoon.
As the rain comes down, Elephants again.
Their side, Houston in goal. Donovan, Tomlinson and Crass, the 3 centre-halves. Collins and Will Jenkins-Davis, the full-backs. Lapsley, Hall and McGavin in midfield. Jarvis and Bradley Ash up front. Bradley Ash did hit the post earlier in the first half. Corner comes in again. Headed away by our mate Anavosi. Now Bello. Now he's got a chance to run into it. Bello running forward. Looking for the run of Sutherland. Puts the ball in. Wasn't the right ball. Sutherland will get there.
I think it was the right ball. It just wasn't executed.
Sutherland again.
It's the ball Sutherland wants, isn't it? It's the ball on the floor in behind. That's what he
just
feeds
didn't
off.
have enough oomph on it. McLean, who's got chevron on the back of his shirt. Chevron McLean scored that own goal after 4 minutes, but he's had a good game since then. McLean again.
It's all Dover.
Yeah. McLean to Sutherland. Sutherland looking to turn his man. Poor first touch, but does win the ball back. Comes to McLean again. McLean into Bello. Bello muscled off the ball. He's won it back.
He's won it back well.
Now go McLean. Now to Nickars. Nickars, left-footed, running towards goal. Back, puts the ball into Bello. Bello, will he be able to get a cross in? Bello, he's fallen over at the last minute. Unlucky.
A poor decision, I think, for Nickars.
Nickars probably could have gone for goal there.
But when he played him in, it was unfortunate slip.
Bello will get booked for that. Bello, you've got to be careful.
But what's for sure, we're making progress down the left-hand side. They're struggling.
Still,
the fans can see it. The fans are getting behind.
Well, I think people won't mind if you can see there's a chance of competing. I think that's what it is. The rain really does pour down here at Crabble.
It's not on, is it?
No, this is 6th of August, whatever it is. Normally, I remember, first day of the season, but I always remember Neil saying, football season used to start at the end of August. Why does it start so early?
I can't remember a season starting this early, can you?
No, for a long while. Oh, lovely skill from Charles Cook. Then tries to overcook it a little bit. Players sliding all over the place here at Crabble. Now one back in midfield by Adwusi. And now Torquay have got it back. Some good challenges. If you like a bit of rain and in the mud here, you'll enjoy it. Now Torquay coming forward. They've got men over as well.
They're really struggling to get their feet here. And there's no surface water.
And a ball forward from Torquay.
This is
absolutely nobody.
Poor choice of boots potentially here.
Comes through to our mate Billy Terrell. Again,
who's got a kick on him.
He's got a kick. No, there's absolutely the old days of rolling it out to your fullbacks are gone. Dover will hit it long.
National League South, but you go
long.
I'm
not going to be committed. As he rolls out,
he plays it out from the back.
But that's a good one because he's got McLean in position. Now Bello down the left-hand side. What can he do? He's all left foot on the right-hand side. Gives it to McLean. McLean gets to the byline. Can he deliver a crossing? Wins a corner.
This is really, really good from Dover. Really positive.
But again,
it all comes from playing out of the back.
Well, just a quick one, better space. But again, as Torquay and as I thought, they were going to hit it long.
Yeah.
Right. And if Rousseau's going to take the corner. Dover's at 5th of the afternoon, more than Torquay. Good noise from the Dover fans behind that goal. Last one corner was very, very deep. And if Rossi, deep one as well. Naylor's in there. Oh, comes off a Torquay player.
Not the tallest, is he, the Torquay keeper?
But no, Halstead, another corner for Dover. Have they got a long throw, man? Charles Cook's going to go and take this. He's thinking about it.
The last throw from Charles Cook caused absolute chaos.
It wasn't the quickest one. Just sort of looped in there.
It was a looper, wasn't it?
He wipes the ball on his shirt next to the linesman. He's lining up saying he's got a long throw. It does throw in. It's decent.
That looping
one into the edge of the penalty area. Players in. Naylor with the header. Ball bouncing around. Could go absolutely anywhere. Torquay players queuing keep-ups in your own half. Charles Cook, ball into the penalty area again. Comes to Bello. Bello thought about the shot. On both of them slip. Bello needs to get some boots on because he keeps falling over. Is he wearing trainers out there?
Yeah, you do wonder. There's some moulded studs. Or what I used to call moulded studs. What do we think of players doing keep-ups in their own penalty area, Matthew?
I wouldn't be impressed with that.
You're old school, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm happy with the long ball.
Really good noise from the Dover fans, by the way.
We've had 9 minutes gone in the second half. Dover 1, Torquay United 2. Don't normally get excited when Dover are losing. To be fair, Torquay are making a substitution. Brett McGavin's coming off, and on coming is... Can't see with the numbers. I would have thought it's going to be Hansen. No, it's not Hansen.
It's Dan Martin, isn't it?
Dan Martin. Oh, as we know, our good friend Tom, who's in the executive boxes here at Crabble.
We understand he's a left back.
Has come on to the side, sitting with his family. So what, Torquay going to more of a flat back forward, do you think?
Yeah, I think so, and I think that's credit to Dover. I think that's
just making sure that they can't get problems down there. Dunn wins the ball in midfield. Torquay have got it in the back, giving the ball away. Now Torquay. This is where Dover got to be careful. Good run forward from the ball forward. Now keeper's coming forward. Oh, Naylor, he's another no-nonsense defender. Plays away for a corner.
Good covering. I think from Dover perspective, Dover supporters perspective, I say that take it in the spirit it's meant, but expectations were so low that I think nobody can't be impressed with what they've seen today.
Exactly. Just as long as they can compete, that is the most important thing. Corner for Torquay though, absolutely terrible conditions here at Crabble. Watch out, number 16 lurking round the back, Donnellan. Again, unfortunately, another goal for Torquay, probably burst that bubble.
I'm thinking.
Here comes the corner, headed away by Bello at the back there. Defensively.
Yeah, that's what we don't want.
Yeah, we've had.
And it would be against the run of play if it did.
Nobody's expecting Dover to win the league. Just be competitive, win some matches, and make football enjoyable back at Crabble. Yeah, corner again for Torquay. This one's into the near post. Dealt with flashing header from Asa Hall. That was probably looks a bit closer than we thought. Terrell wasn't particularly concerned, and it will be a goal kick for Dover.
Asa Hall, he's been playing games at Crabble for a while. He's been on some team sheets.
Yeah, I don't know.
Started at Birmingham, I think, didn't he?
Yeah, he's been round the houses. Yeah. Where Gary Johnson goes, Asa Hall goes.
Yep.
Right, long ball from Terrell up towards Nichols. He sort of uses his shoulder to control that one. Good play from Jenkins Davis in midfield. Cleared down again. Up towards Jaru.
I have to say, after the first 20 minutes where Torquay looked really fluid, there's been no cohesion to their play since then, and that's all credit to Dover.
Yeah. There could be another substitution coming here. Don't know. Could be. Again, pressing from Dover. Ball over the top. Should be dealt with. Luckily the surface runs it. Comes through to Terrell. He's going to look to clear this upfield.
What do we think of Terrell so far? Not much to do, has he?
He can boot it. We know that. He hasn't had a shot to stay. Nothing he could do about the goals. So, it's done on the ball for Dover. Naylor. Ball over the top. Looking for Sutherland. Sutherland tried to turn his man.
He's come back from
offside
position there.
But he doesn't want that arrowed at his head, does he?
No, he doesn't. And that's where we've got to think about it, because we think that Sutherland likes it in behind.
Yeah.
And we've not really done that.
Yeah. Give the scores out of the other National League South, guys, shall we? If you're listening in. Great to listen here on BBC Radio Kent. Don't forget, Sports Hub 2 till 6 every week. And also make sure you follow BBC at Kent Sport on X, or Twitter as it's previously known. We'll get all the Kent views. If you're cricket, football, whatever, any news will always be posted on there. So do follow that as well. Right, scores in the other National League games. Chelmsford 1, Farnborough 0, Chippenham 1, Averley 0, Dartford 1, Bath 0, Eastbourne 1, Hampton 0, Hemel 0, Yeovil 0, Maidstone 1, Slough 1, St Albans 2, Weymouth 0, Taunton 1, Braintree 1, Truro 5, Welling 1, Weston-super-Mare 1, Havant 0, Worthing 0, Tunbridge Angels 0. Don't forget 5 till 6 on BBC Radio Kent. You get all the scores, all the views, and don't forget you can listen back on BBC Sounds as well. It's terrible. It's a lovely ball forward.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Over the top to McLean. McLean again.
The ball
forward.
would play it out from the back.
Got the ball in. McLean. Will Bello get there? I don't think he will. Cleared away. Surface getting a little bit sodden there. Naylor's shirt looking a bit muddy, a little bit sodden. McLean comes in with a challenge, wins the ball, gives it to Nickars. Nickars can't control it. Cleared away. Naylor's in there. Great challenge from Naylor.
We like Naylor.
Yeah. Ball in the midfield. Now Nickars. Now run it. Nickars. Nickars tries to put the ball forward. Diagonal ball. Not the right pass. Cleared away by Houston, who also gets it long. I suppose it's not the kind of surface you play it on the here. It's Torquay now. Look on the counter attack. With Jenkins Davis. Finds a little bit of space. Can he get across into the penalty area? He does.
Another one.
Plenty of energy in the Dover side though.
Yep, tracking back, picking up their men. Yeah, occurs to me as the rain comes tumbling down. There must be quite a few listening on beaches in the Mediterranean.
Probably there is. Yeah, there probably is. Now Torquay all got a chance outside the penalty. Couldn't control it correctly. Comes back out to Hall. Hall looks for a shot. Hall does shoot towards Terrell.
That's a good claim.
Yeah, good claim by the goalkeeper.
And we've just seen a bit of surface water.
Yeah. First time Terrell thinks about clearing it long, but won't.
Dover seem more organised all of a sudden, don't they?
Yeah. Terrell again.
Into this game.
Second time rolling it out to McLean. McLean. The ball is to get the ball to Bello, I think. Bello. Poor from Bello though. Bello, he's looked good at some parts, as he's done there, but look, poor thing. Now Nickars driving forward, needs to get the pass it. I've got to take the ball with him. It hasn't. Nickars is struggling in the second half.
Flagging a little, isn't he?
Yeah, now he's going to trace back. It's Torquay on the counter attack. He might take a foul here, Nickars. He wins the ball back.
That's
he does
really
win the
well
ball
played.
Back. Oh, he's giving the ball. I did think he's going to take a cap foul. It's going to be a yellow card for Nickars.
And I think that the foul was let go, and the fair challenge after that was the one penalised. But
nice
this is
one,
dangerous.
30 yards from goal, quite central for Torquay. Asa Hall, of course, will take it.
It's good to see Apinowoso having a word with Nickars there, saying calm down. You know, there's 10 other players to stop. We are seeing a bit of surface water here.
The rain, from about probably 3:15 till half time. It wasn't free kick. Oh, he's lined this up well.
He's very detailed in his preparations, isn't he? This is the Jenkins Davis, isn't it?
He's over it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the wall.
Johnny Wilkinson's style preparation. Can
he get this over? Again, say all the positivity of Dover. Another goal for Torquay probably deflates everything. Here comes the free kick. Delivers way
over the bar.
It was Lewis Collins with the free kick on that one. Again, looks like it's up. Dembele's coming on. I would have thought Nickars.
I think he's run his race.
Well, Arju's sort of hobbling around as well on there, the big defender. Again, there's no games midweek as well.
Yeah, that's strange, isn't it? Why? Well, I was going to make the point when the weather's good, but you know.
But it's not cold, is it?
No.
So, but again, what I don't understand is you've got games rearranged for January midweek, but not second week of August. But that, again, that's a bit of a bugbear of mine. McLean gets into Bello, and that's a good run from.
The National League is never going to win any awards for fixture scheduling, is it?
Right, how long have we got in the second half? 17 minutes gone. Dover have it the crossbar in the second half with Bello.
Dover need to be in this game with 5 or 6 minutes to go, and then we can grab something.
I think Bello could look like Pele 1 minute, and then like me the next. One of those sort of players, Neil?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. But again, a lot of these players wouldn't be playing for Dover, or had the chance to, if they've done it somewhere at other clubs. Dover got a throw. Nickars can't get on the end of it. I think Nickars' race is run, I would have thought. Torquay on the ball thing. Good challenge from Anawosi. Now Dover come forward. Nice play. Now he's already driving in midfield. He's got Bello outside him. Still going, Anawosi. What can he do with it? Gets the ball into Southern. Wrong ball. It's the final ball's let Dover again.
But you can see what they're trying to do, right?
And
And it was the right. It was the right.
Yeah.
Again, it was the right idea. The execution wasn't there, but I like it.
Well, again, what I do like, somebody's running with the ball, driving with the ball.
We haven't
from
had that
midfield.
for a while.
No.
There's something about the Dave Clark. If you remember Dave Clark, the way he covers the ground so quickly.
That's what you want. It's just that killer ball.
Yeah,
could have got. The thing is,
so he eats up the yards, didn't he, in front of him.
But the good thing about that is we have players forward as well.
Yeah, there were options.
Yeah.
He could have gone one of three ways there.
And must be a rainbow. Is there sun out there somewhere? It's a bit misty. You can up the Coombe Valley if you know
the sun
Dover.
for rainbow, man.
Yeah, it's grey and misty up there. Roger gets his feet in the round the wrong way. Torquay coming forward again.
He's done well.
Jerkins Davies doesn't get the ball in. Or he kick the ball away? You're not allowed to do that.
Almost.
No. Referee told him not to. David with a throw with McLean. Dembele still sort of warming up. David think about going back to the goalkeeper. Thrown down the line. Nickage does well with the thing. Now Bello. Is he going to run towards it? Bello's got two men around him. Gives the ball wide. Is that the wrong ball? Gives it to Charles Cook. Charles Cook flicks the ball forward. Probably should have thought about that. Again, final third, David letting the ball down. That's probably do well to keep that in. McLean, does well, McLean.
He's
that's
won
a David
the throw
throw
as well.
Thinks about giving it to Bello. Gives it to the skipper, Dunn. What can he do? Gives it back.
Whoa! It was a bit short.
Short there from...
very short. The ball's not travelling so well, is it?
Well, yeah, exactly.
On this surface anymore.
Still David fans getting behind the side. Krask on the ball.
You can't not be encouraged by this.
Now Torquay going back towards goal. Sutherland will chase down the Halstead. Halstead's got a good boot on him, clears it upfield. Flick forward, missed by a Torquay player. Should be dealt with by Ojuman. Ojuman does well, continues running. Gives it to Charles Cook. Oyunga. Sorry, not Ojuman. Ojuman's on the bench.
You know the old saying in football, who wanted it more?
Yeah.
I think we want this more.
Well, again, Mitch Brundle was very saying that the team for this. Nickars does well, holds the ball up. He gives it to Sutherland. And and an R from the crowd there and from us in the commentary box here on BBC Radio Kent. Matt Gerrard and Neil Moores, thanks for joining us. So we will be here throughout the season. Don't forget, make sure you've got all your news dialed for BBC Radio Kent. Charles Cook now chasing the ball down. Crunching challenge comes in, throw for Dover.
This is good energy.
Yeah.
Good energy, good pace, good determination, and Torquay are struggling.
Dover have got in some good positions. It's that final ball is letting down.
Final ball. But can we build on this? Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. Substitution now. Torquay. That's their recent signing. Dylan De Silva, signed from QPR, scored 4 goals for him in the National League last season. Was trialling at Hartlepool. Quick winger. Who are they taking off over there? He's giving a round of applause to the Torquay fans. If you just turn around, you've got very small numbers though, Torquay. Who's coming off? Number 10 is Lewis Collins. I think he had a decent game.
Yep.
Got the assist for the first goal. So,
I think that's just a bit of early rotation about it, isn't it?
Yep. Right, throw. Is that Charles Cook taking that?
Second substitution. Man coming on,
we're going to have another looping long throw. Nickage is there. He's got some height to him.
On the edge of the penalty area is done. He's going to be the looper.
Naylor's staying
towards it.
In the sweeper
flicked
role.
on, comes back out. Charles heads the ball forward. Comes to Nickage. Nickage thinks back the shot. Does the ball off. Comes to McLean. McLean!
Oh, unlucky.
Probably had more time than he thought there.
Holds his head in his hands, but he got the shot away.
Yeah.
Good play by Nickage, good link play.
Yeah.
And again, encouraging from Dover.
Yeah. Midway through the second half, Dover 1, Torquay United 2. Torquay are in front up, doubled their lead after 18 minutes. Dover an own goal by McLean on 4, and Asa Hall on 18. Dover got one back with Sutherland or Nickage, whoever you're going to give it to. But Dover have been there, hit the post in the second half and looked a little bit better all around the back, but then good covering. And a couple of players slipping all over the place, leaving it after you, sir. And Dover might have problems here, but that's good play in the end from Oyunga up to Nickage. Nickage flicks the ball
that's
on.
That's
why he wants Sutherland. He's got the pace.
Has he got the pace he has?
Sutherland's in. What can he do? Sutherland links the ball through. Chance. Charles Cook scores!
That's a fabulous goal.
Great
fabulous goal.
Dover 2, Torquay 2.
Absolutely
Sutherland
brilliant.
put it in, and Charles Cook has got the equaliser. 22 minutes gone in the second half. It's what they deserve. Dover 2, Torquay 2.
That's really, really good football from Dover. It's what we asked for. The ball in behind. Sutherland had the pace. He flicked it off. He was calm. He flicked it off to Judge Regan Cook.
And he did a good finish for the
Good
fullback.
finish, because that was not easy. The goalie advancing at speed. He dinks it over him and the river ended up.
Oops, yeah.
Fantastic.
Just what Dover deserved. That was the one ball we knew before. Get Sutherland in.
Yeah. We deserve that.
Yeah, I think they have.
Goal scorer at 2-2, the goal scorer for Dover Athletic was the number 3, Roman Charles.
And there's Torquay that got to react all of a sudden.
Now Dover, yes.
And that all started from Naylor winning a big header in the back. He looks good.
Right. Would you take a point now, Neil?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I would. For only that it's something to build on, right? We scored 2. We don't want to lose this now.
No, Torquay on the attack now. Jarvis puts the ball inside. Great, Jenny. Oh, he's going to go forward to Jarvis. Oh, he's put it wide. Luckily, he slipped at the wrong moment. Again, Dunn saying to people, right, what's going on there? The pitch is playing a really difficult part.
We've got to paint the picture there. The player's clear. He just needs to score. He just needs to thread it into the net and he slips.
Yeah.
But going back to your question, we really don't want to lose this because we don't deserve it. Whatever happens now.
Yeah. Okay, getting excited now. When's the last time Dover came from behind to win a football match? A long time ago. Again, Torquay letting it all
they're playing out from the back now, aren't they?
Yeah. Whatever we said. McLean, long diagonal ball up towards Sutherland. Torquay player with a header, comes to Dunn. Bello, will he be able to kick the ball in? He does. Just in front of us here in the thing. To Dunn. Dunn gives him the reverse pass. Bello will chase it. Bello, will he get there? Torquay player will have to deal with it. He's done well. Krask in that position. Clears the ball up to Davies. He's done really well. Late challenge comes in. Naylor's there. Hooks the ball forward.
I think Dover have looked a lot more balanced since Bello replaced Allen.
Back forward, up towards Jarvis. Naylor's done well again. Conditions of playing. The rain has stopped here at Crabble. Now Torquay, Martin, the substitute, does well again. Charles Cook.
Well, fitness is going to tell here, isn't it?
How long have we got left to play? 20. Say it's 25 now. I think.
Yeah.
Changes. Good game of football though. You'd have been entertained.
Very good game of football.
If you come
very
to
good
Crabble.
game of football.
Now coming forward from the back is Krask for Torquay. Gives the ball
not
forward.
seen
Well
much
played.
urgency from Torquay.
No.
I think their supporters will be looking on in a certain amount of concern, actually.
Exactly.
And they're quiet. They're certainly very quiet.
Again, Torquay have got a throw. We can do a radio update in a minute. Again, Torquay with a chance on the edge of the penalty area. Clip towards the back post. Free header comes in. Terrell does it. Terrell does well. Will he quickly roll the ball out? He does. He's got a good throw on him as well.
Big
Bello won't get there.
Penalty from the
Bello's got a chance for run for Dover. Running forward. Bello's got Sutherland with him. Still Bello. He has to do it on his own, I think.
He's going to have to shoot.
Oh, he hasn't got enough power in his legs. Comes back to Charles Cook. Then to Dunn. Dunn waits for McLean. McLean, apart from his own goals, looked good down the left-hand side for Dover. Now lays it back to Naylor. Naylor. Old-fashioned centre-half. Tries a bit clever there, Naylor. And comes in with a great challenge.
Tackle.
He got the ball in there in that position.
Needed to.
Naylor likes a challenge. Ball forward again. Now Dover. Jarvis is there. Naylor again does brilliantly. Charles Cook. We'll do a radio update in a moment. Right. Long ball forward from the keeper. Halstead. Naylor with the header. Oh, Cook towards De Silva, the substitute. Can he deliver across?
You get the impression Naylor absolutely loves these conditions.
Yeah. Now Dover challenging down there. We're getting very excited, aren't we, Neil? It's good to see, though, a bit more passion.
Well, this is what we wanted, right? We didn't want to be 4-0, 5-0 down trying to make polite conversation. We wanted something...
Crossing towards penalty. Decent ball. Terrell comes out and claims.
Very good handling.
Yeah.
Been impressed with his handling, actually, Terrell. Dover fans are buying into this, aren't they?
Yeah,
really
exactly,
are.
Terrell, this time, is he going to throw it out or is he going to kick it out now?
No, this is a kick.
Long boot forward. Up towards Nikaj. Ball bouncing around, could go anywhere. Oh, go back to the Sutherland. Will he get? Oh, good confident play by substitute Martin. With Sutherland ready to pounce. Ball forward again upfield. Goes out of play.
We've got a substitution coming here, Matthew.
Old Dembele. You'd have thought Nikaj is the man who's going to come off.
No.
Yes, Nikaj. Oh, nice. Zidane coming off.
Who will be pleased with his afternoon's work? I guess you're going to argue that Dembele and Sutherland are more similar than Nikaj.
Dembele's more of a physical striker, I would say, coming on.
He's getting a really good reception from the bench, Sutherland. He's done well.
32nd substitution, number 20, Nick Dembele, coming on, replacing number 9, Zidane Sutherland.
Dover 2, Torquay United 2. Dover have got the equaliser they've deserved. It's come from the fullback Roman Charles Cook. Dover got the ball down the right-hand side, got the pace of Zidane Sutherland. He laid the ball across, and it's a decent finish from the fullback. Good game here at Crabble. Could go either way, but Dover have really showed up what they can achieve this season, playing really well. Dover 2, Torquay 2. Right, and Afrosi driving forward again. Oh, he's going asking a lot from Dembele. But again, driving from midfield.
Yep. And no flagging?
No. Dartford 2, Bath City 0. Luke Coulson with the goal there.
Good player.
Sutton 4, Notts County 0. Disappointing start for them.
That's...
And also Port Vale as well. They're 5-0 down at Barnsley. Not forward. Dembele was probably
some
in an offside
strange results
position.
on the first day of the season.
People will look at this saying it's a strange result, Neil.
I think you're right. There's going to be a lot of raised eyebrows at this. Well, we don't need to.
Exactly.
Let's leave it
But
there.
no, there's positives to have when it goes either way. There's somebody's phone's going off in the off box. Now play. Lungu does really well. Holds the ball up. Good play. Again, whatever happens, you've been entertained this afternoon.
Yep, you can't complain at that, and that was a genuine concern that we would be way out of our depth, and we're not. We're really not. I'm positively surprised, to be honest, pleasantly surprised.
Mitch Brundle, 28. It's a big chance for him. Not many other clubs would give him this opportunity. Ball forward up towards Dembele. Dembele heads the ball back to Charles Cook. He's muscled off the ball in midfield. Now Torquay. Ball forward, looking for the run of Bradley Ash, goes out of play. Torquay, they've had a good pre-season. They beat Exeter 4-1. Favourites to go up. I think the key thing for them is they kept a majority of last season's squad as well.
Yeah, and you could see that in the first 15 to 20 minutes. There was a continuity about their play that we didn't have. But, as we say, that certainly came about from Dover, from about the 20th minute onwards. But they're looking around.
Yellow card.
Who's that for?
And if it's Alojaru. Yep.
Players
the big
taking
centre half. Oh, and Mitch Brundle's got a yellow card as well.
Got a yellow card, is he?
He's not happy yet.
What does that mean? He's
accumulation, not 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem too concerned.
No. What's going on?
Bit of a break.
Aaron Downs, what's going on? Brundle will give the ball. Right, wants the ball back. What Dover don't want is they haven't got an assistant manager. Is Brundle to be sent off because I don't know who take over the instructions from that point of view.
Should we go there? Should we go there? Well, I mean, what's going on with this?
They have got somebody down there with some jeans on. I don't know. He wasn't there in the first half. Maybe somebody's helping them out. Right. Argy's ball's deflected up towards Nikaj, bouncing around. Since the second goal, Dover maybe not been Naylor with a great challenge again. I think it since then. Maybe
I think there's an element of they're just calm after the storm, to get the
maybe you give it an ask 5-10 minutes.
Torquay aren't pushing on either. The game's just flat for a moment.
Yeah.
You get the feeling both teams would take a point here.
Well, no, maybe. Again, Dover's next game is away at Slough. Next, of course, back-to-back away games now. Nikaj flicks the ball on. Dembele's there. Dembele likely to get past it. Can't get there. Clip forward. Down the line. Naylor said he elbow. Bouncing around. Should be cleared by Junga. Ball's come inside. Somebody has to go and give the ball to the Torquay man. I think it says thank you is Krask. Lapsley comes short for him. Tired legs out there though, Neil, I would have thought.
Yeah, you're looking now and you're thinking, we've got both clubs have got one sub left. De Silva's gone to the right hand side. Good challenge comes in that corner. We hope that's a goal kick, and it is a goal kick. Yeah. I mean, who have we got left on the Henry Young?
Ojuman is a defender.
Baptiste.
Yeah. So.
There's some discussion on the Dover bench now.
Dartford 2, Bath 2. Bath have scored 2 in a minute there. Any other real shocks? Hemel 1, Yeovil 0. Yeovil, welcome to it. Maidstone are winning against Slough, which you can find online. Reached Greenwich with a goal, down to 10 men, Slough as well. So from those games from them.
How Worthing getting on, Matthew?
Against Tunbridge, 0-0. Worthing, good side.
Yeah, very good side.
Bromley at Halifax, 2-0 down as well. But don't forget, next week as well, all the other non-league starts. But there is a non-league coverage as well in the FA Cup today. So again, final hour of the programme, good challenge that is. Make sure you listen in, because the final hour you will get all the FA Cup scores as well. Make sure you're tuned to BBC Radio Kent.
Dover enter the FA Cup in the
second qualifying
round.
September it is. Again, you said earlier, last year they got Ebbsfleet away, which, you're out before you even play the game.
Yeah, you need a bit of luck there, don't you?
The cup run will be good for Dover.
Yeah.
It's Torquay, the Silver, looking to get his cross in. Can he get a cross in? Does towards the back post. I think he's gone for goal there rather than a cross. Bradley Ash is having a word with him.
They're all having a word with him. They're not happy there. Rightly so. He did the hard work and then went for glory.
Seeing a lot of goals in the Football League.
There's no urgency from Billy Terrell all of a sudden.
Yeah.
I think Dover are having a bit of a breather.
Wrexham are 4-1 down at home now. In the
welcome to the Football League.
Yes, yeah, both losing 4-1. Would you please? Still 0-0. Stockport against Gills. If you do want to listen to that game, 10 minutes or so, you can find that on at DAB and 104.2. But hopefully you've enjoyed listening to Cravel this afternoon. It's Dover again. Good pace by Charles Cook.
That's superb from Charles Cook.
Lay the ball in the barrel. It's the final ball again.
Superb play.
Yeah.
That's the pace we were talking about, right?
Done again. Clips the ball forward to Charles Cook. You've got to chase that again,
Charles Cook. You've got to do it all over again.
Yeah. Again.
No, that's good to see. So,
yeah,
that's what we've lacked.
But I would say the final ball a few times.
Yeah.
He's probably worn out, poor lad, but you've got to find that quality. He's blowing a bit now, the man who got the Dover's equaliser on 65 minutes. Dover 2, Torquay 2.
I mean, that was a real burst of pace, wasn't it? That was promising. He's breezed past his man. And you and I have always said, Matthew, this level of football, if you've got pace, you're dangerous.
Done, ball over the top. Dembele there, putting himself around. Again, causing problems. Martin's there again, just putting pressure on.
Yep.
Which is good to see.
Yep. This is what we like.
Right, now, Charles Cook. He's got all those looping throws.
Yep, they're called as the big men make themselves.
Olaju goes forward. Dover keeping 2 men back though.
And we've been winning the second balls as well from these throw-ins.
Here comes the throw, looping. Nikaj flicks the ball, comes to the edge of the penalty, it comes to a blue shirt. It's going to be a foul, probably a booking as well.
That's a poor challenge
from Charles Cook. Is he going to be booked? No, referee. Again,
it's been a fairly.
He's going to be booked. Yeah. Nikaj has gone down. Nikaj got cramp. We'll have to wait and see.
I was surprised that Nikaj wasn't.
Looks like Baptiste coming on, is it? Yeah. Yeah, Baptiste is going to. I think Nikaj is going to go, which probably means that Bello and Baptiste will be down the flanks, and Dembele down the middle.
It's nice to see 2 up front.
Yeah.
There's something to be said, isn't there? If you're keeping the defence of the opposition occupied, they're not attacking you, and you do that with 2 forwards.
We've got 9 minutes left of normal time. Again, whatever you think it will be, you double that.
Yep.
Now.
Add 2.
Yeah. Think of the first number you thought of. Nikaj, I think Nikaj has done well there.
Yeah, he's had a good game today.
Yeah.
He'll be happy with his. In fact, everyone's had a good game today.
Baptiste, Dover's final sub. Baptiste got something to prove. Is he strong enough to play at
How
this
many
level?
subs are we allowed?
3. I think the Football League now is. Premier League's got 9 now.
Yeah.
I think you could have 5. I think the Football League could have 5 as well.
I think the chairman will be happy with 3.
Well, yeah, I think a lot of the bigger clubs in this division probably would like 7, but again, you've got to fill your bench.
Yeah.
Well, Dover's third substitution now. Luke Baptiste, number 22, to go on, and he's replacing number 10.
Naylor with the header. Charles Cook, ball over the top, looking for Dembele. Bello's gone down the right. Baptiste coming down the left, putting pressure on Halstead, the goalie. Clears the ball upfield. Naylor again with the header. Comes with a Torquay shirt. Now Baptiste will have to track back. As Crass comes forward, gives it to De Silva. He's the danger man. Socks rolled up over his knees, looking to go past the Dover defender McLean, but he's done really well.
Oh, he's had an excellent game.
Apart from the
own goal,
yeah,
considering it makes it even better.
Yeah. Throw in for Dover again. McLean going to take it. Number 12 on his back. Dembele, can see him here, but a taller man than Zidane.
James Dunn making the point to the forwards that there's a bit of a gap.
Yeah.
He's urging them to come back a little.
Dembele, Dover gain a few yards from the throw. So don't forget, final hour of the programme, and don't forget Richard Latto show, Stereo Underground, 6 till 8. Soon after the Sports Hub finishes, if you like your music, it's a good programme to watch. That's on 6 till 8 on BBC Radio Kent. Oh, some old school classics. Dembele, can he
Dembele's
get
in here?
the ball? Can get the bit. Comes to Southern. Now Dembele. A player slipping over. Good ball by Dembele. Gives it to Baptiste. Baptiste left hand side. Driving towards the penalty area. What can he do with it? Gives it to Bello. Bello puts the ball inside. Comes to Dunn. Dunn, does he think about a shot? No, he doesn't. They were taking their time. Comes back out to Baptiste. Baptiste gives it to McLean. McLean driving forward. He's got Baptiste outside him. Now a chance for Baptiste. Baptiste left footed cross into the penalty area. Goes towards Bello. Clipped to the air.
That's good from Dover. They've good progress, calm, thinking about their passes. Final ball again, a little bit wanting, but
yeah. Halstead thinks about it. 5 minutes to play. Dover 2, Torquay 2. Dover 2-0 down, coming back into the game. All argue with the header. Torquay on their attack. Well, Dover don't want to lose this game. Again, good play from Youngers down the left-hand side. Clears it away. Torquay, it's good football from Torquay at the penalty area. Going to get a shot in now. Comes to Hall. Again, you can't blame the pitch on that one.
No,
Ball came to him. More time.
Poor technique there from Asa Hall.
Try to bend it in the top corner.
One of the things about having a completely new side is you're kind of not bogged down by the past, and we did have that tendency to let last minute goals in. You'd like to think these guys are.
My always theory is we're due a few. Oh, and now keeper's going to be booked.
Oh, this is harsh.
I think it's the new rules now. From Terrell. So Terrell, Dave had a few bookings. So I don't mind that. I don't mind bookings.
Well, for time wasting.
Yeah.
I think the referee's harsh by the referee to think we'll take a point.
I think that's the new thing. Now substitution coming on for Torquay. Is that?
The referee's becoming more and more pedantic as the game goes on. I thought he was quite good first half.
Dean Moxey coming on, very experienced defender.
Very good.
Didn't see who went off there though. That was, I think it was Jenkins Davis. Clearance from Terrell.
So we're not going to see Ryan Dover.
No, Ryan
Hansen today.
I don't know if he's staying now. Just to come back tomorrow. Staying at his parents. Lives down the road. It was up for Southend, beating Oldham 2-0 after the problems they've had.
Torquay's third substitution. They brought on number 21, Dean Moxey, and he's replacing number 18.
Ryan Hansen's the kind of player Dover would like, of course.
Well,
if he's not getting any game time.
He's not getting any game time. You wonder if we could.
Yeah, but again, Mitch Brundle's team, not Andy Hessenthaler's team now. Again, Larger
ambling.
Well, Eggy gets a free kick, does well.
If ever a player was looking for a free kick, that was it.
Yeah.
That was comical.
Yeah, he's not the quickest, but he's a threat. But again, Naylor, he's the man alongside him who will head, kick every ball.
I like Naylor.
Yeah.
And the fans are going to like them both.
Yeah. Torquay, I think they're saying Dover are taking their time. Sorry, I'm squashing your headphones there, Neil. Right, we've got 3 to play.
I think we're over 90 minutes. Well, over the 85 we had so far, whatever. I think we're the better side. So.
McLean, ball over the top, looking for thing. Now in the midfield. Well, running midfield again. Oh, he lost it, and then it was ball again. Terrell coming out of his goal, and Avosi in that position. Get back into your goal, Billy.
As he does.
Yeah, we'll pick the ball up. You can do that.
We'll take our time.
Yeah. I'm going at least. If we had 5 first half, there's been a bit.
There's always more in the second half.
I'm thinking 8 now.
Yep.
Yep.
I'll split the difference. I'll go 7.
Yep. Terrell, long boot forward, looking for Dembele. Flicks the one to Baptiste. Baptiste does well, holds the ball up, needs to lay it off, does well. Gives it to Dunn. Dunn puts the ball inside to Dembele. Dembele looking to get a shot in the byline. Crosses the ball in. Great ball in.
Oh!
Superb ball in from Dembele.
Superb ball.
You wanted it. He's the centre forward. You want him on that one.
Where's Nicage on the bench, of course?
That was just
that
arced
was
around
just
the
crying
6-yard
out for
line.
a touch from a Dover player right in front of the goal line.
Dunn misses the ball. Oh, Rosie misses the ball. Comes all the way through. Naylor's there though. I think Naylor's man of the match, to be fair.
Yeah, I was thinking similar.
Right, Dunn. Notes where his options are.
Not there.
Oh, goes back to Billy. Billy Tyrrell. Clear that. No problems upfield.
Oh, I want to call Billy Turley from back in the day.
Well,
if you
Baptiste,
remember
it's harsh on Baptiste with the foul. Good strength though from Baptiste, which is good to see. Again, you've got to be careful now, because like if Dembele takes the ball forward, he could get told off, get booked for time wasting,
which we don't want.
And I presume a lot of players could find their way second yellow cards.
Second yellow, exactly that. Yeah.
Dover 2, Torquay 2. 90 seconds left of normal time.
Oh, and the
keeper slipped over, kicking the ball out. It's turned into a good ball, to be fair, to Lapsley. Lapsley holds the ball up, gives it back to Krask, gives it to De Silva, the substitute. He's the danger man. Don't want to concede now. Good tackle comes in from McLean, corner for Torquay.
Who's also been really good today.
Yeah. Just don't want to. All the problems Dover had over the summer, they don't want to lose this last minute, do they?
They don't. They really don't. They really don't deserve that.
Yeah. Bringing everybody back. Only one staying up is Bello. Torquay have clearly, the tactic is to put this corner right to the edge of the penalty area because everybody's lined up there. Here comes the corner. Oh, it's a good touch. We'll give it back to him. Comes back out to De Silva, give a different angle, right-footed, cross towards the back post, heading around, should be cleared away by Charles Cook, which it is. Not convincingly, but clears it away.
No, we don't want to panic.
Yeah.
We don't want to panic. We're panicking, but the players, we hope don't.
Yeah. Mitch Brundle's out there kicking every ball. Long throw coming. De Silva at the back post there, Neil. Lurking.
He's completely unmarked, isn't he, if it can get that far.
Here comes the throw. Headed away by Araju. Now Dover needs to get the ball out. They might get it. Charles Cook will whack it, and they'll chase this. Bello and Dembele will chase that. Defender, good defending as well.
Very, very good.
Good defending from Krask. Heads it all the way back to his goalkeeper. Is there urgency from Torquay, or do you think they're happy for a point?
Yeah, it's
Naylor wins the ball.
They've stepped it up. The last 5 minutes, Torquay have stepped it up.
Yeah.
There's something of a cup tie feeling to it.
Charles Cook, he's got to be careful. He's already got a yellow card.
No, we're okay.
He's got to go down. Probably he's got to go off the pitch to get some. But again, we need him on the pitch because
we
launch the ball in the piece. Yeah, he's got to go off if he has to. Or is he already off the pitch?
Yeah, I think he's already off the pitch.
Yeah, he's getting up now though. You're going to move your don't get away. No, but he's already been booked. You've already been booked. Yeah, right. Impetuousness of youth there, I think, from Charles Cook.
Charles Cook is
right. Talking of
the boundaries of his one.
Finley Krask is going to launch this into the penalty area. Dover just don't want to concede. Clears the ball into the penalty area. Headed towards goal. Terrell will take that all day long and claims it. Falls over.
Down.
Again, and take his time. Where's the board, Neil? We haven't seen it go up yet.
No.
Oh, it's good. Oh, it's five. How can we had so many substitutes?
Well, you did say 5.
Well, no, I said 8.
Oh, you said 8, yeah.
But
it was 5 in the first half.
But we've had substitutions in it. That doesn't make sense.
No, but we'll take it.
No, yeah, exactly, yeah.
We'll take 5. We're not looking for 8.
Yeah. Ball gone away.
There's a lack of ball boys at Dover. I noticed all of a sudden.
Yeah. All on holiday, mate.
The Torquay players look a little bit bemused.
Yeah, they're all on holiday.
You've got to get it yourself, lads.
Yeah. McLean with the head up. Cleared away again. Could go out of play. Hits Baptiste on the head. McLean then. Clear it forward. Up towards Bello. Nice touch from Bello. Then gives it to Charles Cook. Marauding left midfielder. The man who got the equaliser for Dover. Does well. Kicks it down the slope as well.
He's playing quite far forward, isn't he? Giving the number 3 on his back. There's an urgency about Torquay all of a sudden. I
don't understand that. I really don't understand 5 minutes, but if it's changing and we had 5 in this, giving away. Bello, get a free kick there. Yeah, well done. Well done, Bello.
Well done.
Brundle, look at Mitch Brundle.
We will take a point here.
Exactly,
that's clear and obvious.
When you're 2-0 down after...
against the league favourites.
Yep.
As the sun comes through.
Yep. When we get wet when we do our interviews, which you can hear in the final hour of the programme on BBC Radio Kent. I think it could be a good day for all our Kent sides. Gillingham, I think, may have got a point. Maidstone, for the first time they've won since November. And can Dover hold on? Terrell takes this.
Stockport,
0-0. Terrell's big boot forward, looking for Baptiste. Headed away by a Torquay player. Comes to Anifrosi, does well in midfield. Gives it to Dunn. Dunn. And gives it to Ayunga. Coming forward, back to Dunn. Dunn. Ooh, he's got to go back to his goalkeeper. He's happy with that. Terrell's normally has been good with his feet, and he is good with his feet. Launches that upfield. Baptiste might loop around the back there. Nearly got round there. Good play by Houston in the end. He was easily dealt with that. He quickly locked ball down.
But Billy Terrell, we can work with his footwork. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's impressive.
Right.
He's run into a dead end here.
Naylor needs to get rid of that. McLean does get rid of it. Up towards Dembele. A couple of confusion by the Torquay player. Comes to De Silva. Down the line again. Should be dealt with by Naylor. Naylor first time over the top. Dembele will chase that. Dembele, is he in? Oh, better get it. Has he been taken down? No, he hasn't. Goalkeeper missed his kick. Long ball over the top. Caused absolute chaos there.
I think that's a foul on the keeper there.
Is it? Keeper's not complaining.
It's not been given, but no.
Again, he did well there. Just a long ball over the top. Again, I think Dover's pace will get him behind defenders.
Yeah, it's promising. And we're going to play sides not as good as Torquay in the coming weeks.
McLean throws the ball down the line. Comes to Anifrosi. Tries to get the ball inside. Must have win the ball back again. Torquay have got it. Launch it upfield. Naylor's there. Naylor looks at his goalkeeper. That's going out of play anyway.
Yeah.
Right. 49. According to me, this should be it. According to me on the stopwatch.
Referee's looked at his watch.
Yeah, he's looking at it.
A few inquiries from Dover. How long left? Referee says get on with it. All words to that effect.
Naylor holding the ball. Just again, you want the man of the match, Neil?
I think I'll go for Naylor.
Yeah.
I think he's organised the troops well.
Again, Torquay. Are they in? Good defending somehow. He's got it. Great save by. Brilliant save.
What a save that is.
Brilliant save.
Billy Terrell.
Now Dover going at the other end. Baptiste. There goes the fault. That's it again. An excellent point for Dover Athletic. It's finished Dover Athletic 2, Torquay United 2. Terrell saves it with a last minute save. But overall, Neil, Dover will be absolutely delighted with that.
Yeah. Look at the river end, Matt. Look at the river end. There's raptures in the river end. Really good reception, and there's utter silence at the Torquay end. Dover have played really, really well here, and I'm really encouraged.
2-2 it finishes then. Dover Athletic 2, Torquay United 2. Torquay United squandering a 2-goal lead away in Kent. Thanks to our colleagues at BBC Radio Kent for guiding us through that then this afternoon. Torquay United, they were leading 2-0 away against Dover. It finished 2-2. So you would think, Gulls fans, maybe at this early stage of the season, 2 points dropped from that winning position. Let's find out a little bit more about it now. At the Crabble in Kent, watching Tom Mitchell.
It's finished here at the Crabble. Dover Athletic 2, Torquay United 2. It wasn't meant to be for Torquay in the end as they blew a 2-goal lead to share the spoils here at the Crabble. Torquay went in front the first 4 minutes. A lovely cross from Lewis Collins from the left-hand side, turned into his own net from Chevron McLean. Torquay went 2-0 up, 19 minutes on the clock. Brilliantly well-worked move down the right-hand side. Cross from the debutant Jenkins-Davis, found the skip Asa Hall to slot him his right foot into the bottom corner. Dover pull one back just before half-time. Sutherland's finish coming off the inside of the post to roll into the back of net after cross from the left-hand side. On to the second half, and Dover almost equalised 3 minutes in. A shot from Bello tipped onto the bar from Halstead, and the pressure from Dover continued. And they finally got the equaliser, a shot from Charles Cook under Halstead to make it 2-2. And Torquay couldn't find that win in the end. Jarvis with the best opportunity. So on the opening day of the season, it's finished here at the Crabble. Dover 2, Torquay 2.
Let's get some reaction to what's been going on for Torquay United this afternoon. They were 2-0 up away against Dover. It finished 2-2 in Kent. Let's hear the thoughts of Gulls boss Gary Johnson, who's been talking to Tom Mitchell.
Well, Gary, first point of the season on the board. Obviously, would have loved it to be a win. What were your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, my thoughts on the game was it was disappointing to give away couple of goals, although those couple of goals were scored when they were in, they got back into the game with their play and their energy, and they started getting the ball forward, challenging, chasing, and tackling, and we had to be ready for that. Okay, so they had their chance, and then from the second half, we should have come out and played our game, and we didn't. I think some of our lads are learning about the Conference South. It's not a mug league. We got some young lads that are inexperienced a little bit, but it wasn't only them. It was not one person in the team played their best game today, and we've had a chat about that already in the dressing room, and we'll just, hopefully they'll find their form for the 2 home games like our home supporters have seen. I just feel sorry for the away supporters that have turned up, because it's a long old trip to see their team score 2 goals and then draw the game 2-2. So it feels like a bit of a defeat for all of us. We'd have 2-0 down and then drew 2-2. It wouldn't have been so bad. But we was well in the ascendancy, and then they scored, and it just gave them oxygen, and that just meant that they knew that if they could take chances, and if we gave the ball away, they kept their lads up front, and they had 3, 4 sometimes. So we had to keep the ball and keep it with quality, and end up with an end product, and that's what we didn't do on the day.
And were you pleased with the resilience? Although obviously it didn't create what you wanted to in the second half and gave away the 2-0 lead. The fact that you have come out with something, can you at least take something from that?
Oh no, because I'd be being dishonest if I said to the boys parts of that were okay, because they weren't, and they need to know that, and that's the lowest standard that we should be at for the rest of the season. You know what I mean? We can't be that low in our performance. We've got much higher hopes for this group than the game today, but football's football, and that's what happens sometimes. And if you can get a couple of good results in your home games and show the supporters what we've shown them in the pre-season home games, then they'll get back and be a bit more confident in us.
Certainly. And lastly, what were your thoughts on the debutants as well today? Obviously, it is going to take some time for them to settle in, but good first impressions.
I haven't got any sort of massive positives. If I've got any positives, I'll talk to people about, can you improve the next game? Can you play your best game? And then I'll have positives, because then we would have got into them, and they would have changed their game and changed their maybe mental state, whatever it is, to put in a couple of performances in the next couple of games.
Torquay boss Gary Johnson with Tom Mitchell at the Crabble. Dover Athletic 2, Torquay United 2 today in National League South. So that's what's been going on there for Torquay United. It is a point to start the season, but as Gary Johnson said, plenty of aspects for Torquay United to work on for future weeks.